So anyone who listened to last week's episode will remember that I came up with a song to express my joy for the episodes where I get to use my mic all to myself because it makes my audio clear. And hours ago today, I realized that the song that I came up with, forgot, remembered as I was editing, and then recorded back into the finished episode, I apparently fully manifested a completely different second song, and then hours ago today remembered the actual original song, and then wrote it down this time.
Oh my god. So it wasn't the Flintstones theme?
No. But I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. We'll have to wait for the next time it happens.
God damn it. Hey.
That's what we call baiting the audience. Cue the roll call. Right.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect. Level up.
Bluecaster, Super Ichi.
Greycaster, Robolane.
Yellowcaster, Ultra Guard.
Orangecaster, Global Soft Perka.
Redcaster, Cho Raven. Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014. Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 537.
Seismatode.
It's episode Boobhead Frog.
If you were not on the Discord, you missed my tragic Castranger backstory.
Yeah, Emily was a fake fan from the beginning and then turned into a real fan years later.
I have no idea why I did that. When I first met them at a con, I was like, Ixie Studios, and some part of my brain told me to be like, wow, I know you. You guys are cool. I didn't. I don't know what possessed me to do this, but now the secret is out for everyone. I then went home and immediately became an actual fan, like, the day of. But something, like, told me to do that, and that's not something I would normally do, nor have I ever done it again.
Oh, we still
or previous. I felt so bad about it that years later I confessed, and I think that you guys thought I was going to say something really terrible.
I was going to say, maybe don't retell the whole story on the episode so that it's special for those who attended the Discord recording, but alright, just give the whole lore in the episode for free.
That's fine.
I wanted to give the lore because a part of me still feels horrible about it, and I want to complain about it to everybody.
We love you for it, don't worry.
Alright, well, everyone post in the comments if you forgive Emily.
No. Make sure to post how you think I should be punished.
Lots of love.
How you think I should be punished.
Which Danganronpa punishment do we go with?
You have to watch all which Symphogear.
It's punishment time.
Your punishment is to be in season 54.
You have to watch every feature topic you ever missed.
Oh, that actually would be fitting.
There's actually a part of me that thought at some point, I just don't know if it would be interesting enough, that we would do that, like, as a thing where you would actually, like, basically do a whole show, which is you forcing me to watch every topic I missed.
Same way we force-fed Tokusatsu to Paul.
Basically, but, like, it would be played up like you were forcing me, but really, I mean, I guess I just revealed that it was my idea.
We have to come over and have Cell watch all of Dawn Brothers, but have Ichi tied down to rewatch Dawn Brothers.
Henshin for Pi, that's terrible. Cell, that's terrible in a completely different way.
No, if Precure was canceled, I'd be sad for Emily.
No! No, Chronicle, no!
I would go down to Toei Animation and be like, you fucking cancel this shit right now! My friend Emily's
To be fair, all I can say is that if Precure got canceled, it would almost certainly be replaced by some kind of successor series. Because that's basically...
Especially after this week's episode.
I want to eat them.
Oh my god. My punishment is Dawn Brothers too. Now that's Ichi's punishment.
Yeah.
Because what happened was Sailor Moon was in that time slot, then Doremi was, and then Precure. So it would almost certainly just be another magical girl show.
But anyways, for those listening for the first time, we're a group of liars that get together every week to talk about Sentai and a third thing.
Liar!
Liar!
Sorry, I just have to get this out of my head. Dawn Brothers 2, Dawn Cousins.
Dawn Cousins. Okay.
Anyway, yes, our topics for this week are Gavv episode 36, Gozyuger episode 14, and we're finally finishing season 1 of Symphogear.
I have a lot of things to say about it.
Look, man, I left the show and came back and we just finished it.
That's why I'm happy to be done. It's the worst season. I'm sorry.
It is. You're right. It got better after that.
It's pretty fucking cliche. I'll get into it later.
Season 1 was very much proof of concept more than anything.
And I'm here too.
Oh yeah, Gar's here. Hi, Gar. Gar's back after a fucking month.
Gar, you're actually staying on for the episode? I thought you weren't.
Well,
just for the news.
Just for the news.
Okay,
anyone who heard the roll call would have heard that he was here.
Gar, there's been so much fucking Sentai shit that we've needed your opinions on. Sentai guy, so
I very unfortunately was unable to catch up on Symphogear, despite it being like one of the feature topics I actually do want to watch.
Well, here's the thing, though. The reason why I had Symphogear be on throughout May is
because you weren't here and didn't have to go through it with us.
Yes, 100%.
Also, you just don't like it.
I personally do not care for Symphogear. I tried. I gave it the college try.
Okay, but how much of it did you actually watch?
At least up to episode 8.
Okay, that's not bad.
Again, first season sucks. Rest is better.
Season 1 is very proof of concept.
Guys,
Season 2,
watch anime. I'm at least gonna watch something that I'm more interested in. Like,
okay, Gar.
Symphogear season 1 is literally the A Realm Reborn of Symphogear.
I'm gonna put it to you this. Gar, I'm gonna put it to you in a way that you will understand, and I'm sure Lane will too, just out of the usual. The difference between season 1 of Symphogear and season 2 of Symphogear is like the difference between Shin Godzilla and Final Wars.
Gotcha.
Now you're speaking his language.
I would think that the best way to sell him on Symphogear would be to literally just link him to a transformation from any season but one.
No. That wasn't me trying to sell him on it. That was me explaining the difference between these two seasons.
Right? Chronicle gets me.
And as I was saying, Cell doesn't like it because he doesn't like looking at the 15-year-old big boobs.
That is so like valid.
Also that.
That is incredibly fair, but also is very difficult to avoid in anime in general.
Yeah, Cell is just like, he's just like, I just don't need to look at a 15-year-old big boobs. And I'm like,
it's Symphogear.
Symphogear.
I'm sure we've done that joke before.
Oh, probably. Anyways, we got news because
a lot of news.
A big Gozyuger thing fucking dropped this week. Holy shit!
First news.
Oh yeah.
I had another seizure.
News mode.
Oh
no, that was really upsetting, and your arms got really hurt, and I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the story.
I wasn't gonna say anything about it on the show because I didn't think you'd want to talk about it on the show, but.
Well, no, this show for me is a time capsule. So I essentially want to
document my various medical illnesses on this tokusatsu podcast.
But on the plus side, then they're all just did not see anything wrong.
No, that's very good. Unfortunately, your arms. Well, that's actually really awesome. You got like an actual CT scan.
How small was it, Dugar? Just kidding.
No, that's cool though. Unfortunately, your arms had to be removed and replaced with tubes.
Oh no, guys, we go back to 2 minutes for real.
Emily, you would not believe how much I wish that was true.
I was fully ready for. Well, I have some news.
Just Gar.
I
have some too.
Well, no, essentially, the way that I was carried out of the house led to me not being able to lift my arms above my head.
And it was like immediately after that we had our annual like pre-Anime North dinner or like lunch together at Mandarin, and both of us were in like massive pain.
Aww.
For me it was like hormonal nonsense where I was just like feeling nauseous and not so great, and Gar had like his arms were like terrible, so we were just there sitting at the table like happily chatting, but then also like constantly looking like we were like about to confess something horrible to each other, but we weren't because it was just pain.
You can just imagine Guard trying to like get food at the buffet. He's just
Extendo tubes.
I was legitimately worried. Like I kept asking if any help. No, he was. No, he was great, but I am just so sorry that it ended up that way. But because of that, like a big portion of the meal had the same energy as the Avengers eating shawarma.
God.
That's great.
I miss wearing jeans.
We had a real life post credit scene.
We were just happy to be alive. We were happy to be together. We were happy. We were beaten and bruised, but happy to be alive.
Yay.
Eating our plates of dessert.
Well, and there was also a lot more stuff that has happened for May. So I just need my Castranger serotonin kick. And luckily, unfortunately, like I said, I'm not caught up on the episodes. However, I want to talk about some news, and I'm happy that I got to pick a good news week.
No, it's really nice to have you on. You can cut out as much of me rambling about medical stuff as you want. I'm sorry, I hope that didn't get too personal or weird. I don't know why I went so hard on it.
Send nudes.
You said it as if I was going to cut out a single second of any of this.
No, I'm serious. I'm sorry. I don't know why I went all in.
This isn't Ultra Galaxy Chat where the episodes actually get edited. This is Castranger.
Damn. All right. Anyways, our first news story.
You know why I don't edit it, Gar? Because I've done this show every week for 11 years.
Is it really been that long?
Every week.
Okay, anyways, we got the 6th Ranger of Gozyuger revealed.
Gozyu Polar! The rumors were true!
And holy shit, look at this fucking suit. God damn.
Oh my goodness, guys, it's Conquest.
And his changer is a fucking fist, and now I realized, oh my god, it's rock, paper, scissors, changers.
It's the fucking Kung Fu Karate Boxing Polar Bear Ranger.
The Tegasword is fucking paper, the Tegajun is scissors, and this is the
it's rock, paper, gun. Get it right.
Well, there's a second blade on the gun that it makes it scissors.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can do the whooshy finger hold with this.
I will say my immediate problem with the changer is I hate that even when it's in like changer fist mode, the fucking Zord legs stick out the back of it.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have done exactly what they did with Tegasword and have the legs fold up over the top.
Well, like I kind of like that this outfit kind of looks like almost like a karate gi. That's pretty cool.
The idea.
Yeah. A black belt.
Guys, we found the 6th Ranger to the Geki Rangers.
Yeah. All right, so this is.
Do we know who they are or anything about them aside from their Ranger form yet?
No, give us some time to go through the articles. We got 2 separate articles about this guy.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, first off, here's the Bandai Japan unveiling the character suit. They are quote unquote the strongest polar bear warrior of Earth. So there's an action hero. There's an action hero Gozyu Polar figure, 3,300 yen, June 21st release. Also, yeah, his weapon, his changer / weapon is I've seen it referred to by several names. I think at one point it's called the Tega Knuckle, but the actual name is Goodeburn, which is spelled Goodeburn.
What does that mean?
I'm not 100% sure.
Huh. That's weird.
Yes, and then we have the actual DX Goodeburn toy, which, just like the Tegasword and the Tegajun, is both the changer and the mech. And then his separate weapon, which is the Bear Kuma Go, which is the little bear tank-looking thing. It combines with it, and he basically, like, rides it and holds, like, he's, like, got reins, like, little chains in this image of him riding the tank.
It's pretty cute.
I see it now.
Oh, Atar on the Discord says the pun is Goodeburn, which translates to fist goes bang.
That's awesome. Goodeburn.
And the rumor is that Tega Knuckle is his birth name, and he changed his name to Goodeburn.
See, this is my fist.
Goodeburn.
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 I hope the voice on it's fucking cool.
So yeah, I will say like the robot form actually looks pretty fucking good.
It's pretty solid. Like ice.
My one problem with the Tega Jun was that it was too much white, but I think this one strikes the perfect balance of color. And I like that, like, because he's like a martial artist, these like gold lines going up and down the limbs, they're like training devices, like, you know, those like spring-loaded things that you restraints that you put on your limbs while you're training for karate.
You're right.
That's what that's what this Megazord's got all over it.
Yeah, I love the gold, like the gold on the helmet. It's so cool.
The like fingers of the fist becoming the shoulder pauldrons on the Zord form is such a really good design.
I
love that. Yeah, so, and it looks like it pulls like an Ixa knuckle kind of thing, where part of the function in using it is like pressing your other hand against the fist.
Yeah, that's how he claps.
Yeah.
For the transformation sequence that literally
it's just gonna go ready, good.
Yeah, people are saying this one doesn't read all the rings like the Tega Sword does, which I guess makes sense, but it does suck kind of.
That's why I want the Tega Jun. I want the one more. I want the Universal Tega Sword.
And then there's an image of of Goodeburn combining with Tega Sword, which obviously means that it also combines with Tega Jun, and I've seen an image of what that looks like, and I think it looks way cooler than the combination with Tega Sword.
Cool.
All right. So for anyone who wants the DX Goodeburn, 7150 yen, June 21st release. This shit's all coming out the day before my birthday.
Damn.
Happy almost birthday, shit.
Thank y'all. So then we have as a separate release the Bear Kuma Go, which is the weapon. When you squeeze the trigger, you can enjoy the gobbling action and hear dialogue. What is this, Hungry Hippo?
I mean, it could be.
Just
get 4 of them together in a little arena going. And just
Hungry polar bears, we're in an eating race. And yeah, there might be more in the next article about this, but apparently this thing is like a demon that like the ranger owes a debt to.
So it's like Chimera from Beast.
Yeah, kind of. Also, I talked about this in our group chat, but one of my favorite things about the Megazord form of Goodeburn is on the chest, because of like the gaps in the ring shape where the ring where attachments would be, it looks like a smiley face.
Oh yeah.
So if you want just the Bear Kuma Go, 5280 yen, June 21st. You can also just purchase them both as a Gozyu Polar complete set, which also comes with a unique special Gozyu Polar Sentai ring, which is very cool. That one is compatible with the Tega Sword, and for the set, 12,980 yen, also June 21st. So yeah, there in the Discord is the image of the combined form of Goodeburn and Tega Sword. And can someone share the image of it combined with Tega? There it is. Look at it. That's Goodeburn plus Tega Jun. Looks way better.
The colors do match, but I will say it is it is one of the weaker like Zord combinations I've ever seen.
I still think it looks neat.
Yeah, and apparently Goodeburn, like, this is like the son of Tega Sword and Tega Jun. So that'll be interesting. Which means, so based on the preview where they're talking about Tega Sword and Tega Jun getting married, which is going to end the world supposedly, if this character already exists, that means he was a son born out of wedlock.
Oh, marriage.
He's a bastard bear!
So Stella's asking us, since we didn't really talk about it that much, what do we all think about the Gozyu Polar design?
The suit?
Oh, yeah, I already said the suit's fucking fantastic.
I like the suit. I like it a lot. It's a very, very effective balance of white, black, and cyan and gold.
I also like the design. It gives me, when he's with the other Gozyugers, he gives me a very Wild Force vibe.
In the same way that the other Gozyugers' shoulder shields make me think of Dragon Ranger, the shoulder pauldrons here make me think of Abare Killer.
Like, here's a photo. Just seeing all 6 of them together, they look gorgeous together.
Yes. He fits in with the others perfectly.
and I definitely want to pick up these action figures. The action hero Gozyu Polar, because I believe in the next article. There
are more articles about other Gozyuger action hero figures.
Okay, so I'll save them for then. Thank you, Ichi.
Yeah. All right. Next is magazine scans about Gozyu Polar with a bit more of the story details. So apparently Gozyu Polar is a character who has quote unquote won the battle in the past and saved the world.
Interesting.
Which means they are pulling a Danganronpa and there was a previous conflict.
Maybe that's why his suit looks different. Maybe that's like the champion,
maybe
the champion,
or the old version of the suit before they changed it for this one.
So I wonder what his special ability is.
What was his wish?
I fist.
What was his wish?
Really hard.
We'll get to it.
Captain Bearhand? No, wait, that sounds too much like a good pun. I'm sorry.
The reason why they are competing in the ring battle is to become a god and change the current world.
So, Ace, then, from Geese.
Or the fucking Asians.
So it's Geese?
14. In addition, Gozyu Polar has a special form in which they wear a champion robe, and it is called the Last Time Champion and Savior of the World. So yeah, in the magazine scan, there's a Gozyu Polar form where he gets like a long jacket similar to the robes they wear while they're piloting the Zords. I guess we can count that as a super form. That's interesting.
No.
You know what it is?
Although, maybe.
You know when boxers are like coming into the ring and they've got those like jackets on?
Oh yeah.
That's what yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wonder what his entrance music would be.
I'm sure he has a theme song.
Yeah.
You're as cool as ice.
Watch him walk out to said theme song, like
absolutely.
Oh my god!
The show's already been using boxing ring motifs, so they just need to absolutely crank that shit to 11.
Yeah, just watch him just walk into the ring, just full fucking sequence, just him walking down the aisle between things.
Jacket on, punching his fists together.
If there's anyone that I want to hear sing his theme, it's Akira Kushida.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, let's do that.
That would be so good. Alright. So, as previously revealed, he transforms using Goodeburn, who was originally the Prince of Brydan, named Tega Knuckle. He is saved by Gozyu. He is saved by Gozyu Polar and decides to follow him, becoming a robot of justice to fight against his mother, Tegajun.
And I guess this is our first official shot of Tegajun's suit?
He's Lancer.
Yeah, kinda.
Love Lancer.
It's around chapter 3 and 4 is out next week!
Yeah, I know. Me and Spectre are going through chapter 2 again, and it's just so good.
I've been watching Kerber for voiceover the first 2 chapters, so I'm gonna watch his chapter 2 one over the weekend.
I'm curious what what kind of voices he does, but no one but Alex Rochon for
Kerber's
Spampton.
Lancer and Spampton voices are amazing.
Yeah. To be fair, Spampton is one of those characters where his voice is pretty much written in his dialogue.
Yeah.
If you don't pronounce his voice the way it's written, you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, the suit for Goodeburn looks much better than the actual toy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's something about the toys, just them being bricks again, just major turnoff.
Yeah.
But then again, the Candy Mini Plot toy will probably get it.
I love it. I love the Discord. They're saying it's Jeremy in mech form.
Oh, I miss Jeremy.
Yeah, Kage, I think someone explained the pun of his name earlier. Alright, so very cool. Excited. Next, in newly revealed suits, is Vram's upcoming final form, a la mode. But it gets better. It's actually called a la mode mode.
I love it, oh no.
That's awesome. I love that.
That also explains why it was a putting a la mode, because that's literally what the form is.
I can't. That's so funny that that's what they're actually calling it.
And he has a shield that's literally a repaint of the fucking golden arm shield.
Also, the apple arms shield that Baron used.
Well, yeah,
same shield.
Yeah, same shield.
Also, I said this to Lane, but like the first thing I thought looking at this suit was that it reminds me of Drive type high speed.
Mm-hmm.
I might have said this on the show when we talked about this before.
I want someone to make the meme. I want Kirame Silver and put this in there saying we have Kirame Silver at home.
It is very silver. And orange.
I don't know. Something about Rakia something about Rakia and silver just kind of looks weird, but somewhat right.
Also, someone posted a close-up of like the Gochizo when it's like activated and flipped up because it's fucking terrifying. It's hard to see in this magazine scan because the quality's not great, but if someone can find a better picture, like when it's like inactive, it looks like just like a shy little guy, and then it gets activated and the little hands flip up into separate eyes, and it looks like a fucking terrifying puppet monster.
It's like, yeah.
What I wanted was an applesauce form, so this isn't quite that, but it's as close as I'm getting.
Form, man. You need a pizza form.
Where's the pizza guy at?
No, you know we need pizza sauce form.
But that's not a tree.
There, that's what it looks like. That's fucking terrifying. So yeah, look, it looks like just a shy little guy, and then it's like, surprise!
Surprise, this is my face. My eyes are up here.
This is beyond sugar.
Yeah. Very cool.
I won't put it.
Next!
Congratulations to Rock. Just want to say congratulations to Rakia for getting a final form.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. Now, hopefully, he doesn't go the way of Blizzard.
He'll probably be going the way of Blizzard, or at least a V Cinema.
He'll get a V Cinema, definitely.
Well, we'll see.
What are we gonna call them? Gavv after desserts.
All right, next in Gochizo news, we have a couple of special Showa Gochizo sets.
Oh, I guess there was a reason I was supposed to be here.
Yeah. So first we have Showa set 01. This includes Gochizos for Ichigo, Nigo, V3, Riderman, X, Amazon, Stronger, Skyrider, and Super One.
I love the V3 one.
Now you two can consume the Showa riders and kill them and send them to heaven.
Oh, they taste like Cyborg.
They taste like shocking.
Oh, why did they taste like Suzuki motorcycles?
The funny thing about the Amazon one, it bites back at you.
It bites back.
Why do they taste like they've been hanging out with a guy that's been doing nothing but smoking for like the last 10 years?
I love the Riderman one. You can see the fucking hook arm when it's open.
I personally love the Skyrider one because it's based on his first set of colors.
Yeah.
Stronger's alright. V3 I would love to get from the set. Riderman, take it or leave it. I love that Ichigo and Nigo are just palette swaps of each other.
Which tracks.
I do like the Riderman one when it's open. He's got the hook arm.
That's what I said earlier.
Do they have special names? Nope. It's just Ichigo, or I guess it's Kamen Rider, and then for Nigo, it's Kamen Rider Nigo.
Yeah.
To tell the difference.
The first and the next.
Alright, so these are all compatible with the Gavv. Premium Bandai web exclusive set 6160N releasing in September.
That's not bad for getting what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Gojizos. That's not bad.
Yep. Alright, and then we have the second set. And this goes from Zekros, Black RX, Robo Rider, Bio Rider, Shin, Zeto, and J. I like that in order to have another set of 9, they included
all of RX's forms.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Shadow Moon one's really good. I like the Shadow Moon one.
Let me see the. Sorry, everyone. Technical glitch happened there. Back.
I just read what was written, so they didn't write it in the article description then.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there is a Shadow Moon one.
Sentence. Yeah. Though he isn't a common rider, Shadow Moon gets to have his own.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Raven, Toei has actually gone back on that. Shadow Moon is now officially a common rider.
I still call bullshit to a degree.
How so?
Like even this article is just like, even though he isn't a common, I was literally just reading the article verbatim. But like, he is a rider. Like, you're right, but 24/7. You gotta understand one thing. The argument has been had.
I'm so tired of the argument.
The way that we've kind of settled on this, the original Showa era definition of what is a common rider, no, he is not. By Heisei era's definition, yes, he is.
Sure.
Because the problem is the definition changed between the little break they took.
The one from Black Sun would like a word with you.
I was gonna say in Black Sun they do call him Kamen Rider Shadow Moon, do they not?
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
And yes, the Shadow Moon Gojizo is gorgeous. I love the black, silver, green.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good.
I do like that Toei decided to go the extra mile of how do we fill out the set. Bio Rider and Robo Rider.
The Shin Kamen Rider one looks so sad. He's just like, I'm a monster.
I am a monster.
I am a monster, coach.
I feel sorry for you, Shin. You deserved better.
I'm a little
shot of all the riders turning. And
you know what would have been absolutely hilarious if they actually did make Jay a bigger size Gojizo.
That would.
I would have loved that.
Like to the point where it almost doesn't fit in the Gavv.
Now where's Tackle?
They could have put Tackle in here instead of Bio or Robo Rider.
Where's Tackle? Forgotten again because Toei will never acknowledge her as a rider.
Because Toei hates women.
Tackle sucks.
Oh no, I will fully say this: when Tackle left Kamen Rider Stronger, that show went downhill.
Damn. Wasn't she always like getting kidnapped every episode though?
Not really.
No.
Occasionally.
I've actually seen all of Stronger.
So anyways, this also is Premium Bandai Web exclusive, 6160 yen, releasing in October.
Pre-order and July. Mate. So how much would that be in like Canadian?
It probably could be close to like $80 after everything.
With shipping and markup and whatever.
And tariffs and all that bullshit.
Oh, and tariffs. You can't forget the tariffs.
Don't forget the tariffs.
You can't forget the tariffs.
I see the next news story, and there it is.
I'll say maybe for now.
We all knew this was coming. The Gozyuger Sentai ring case.
Oh, there's a ring case?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we need to
show. We were in the show weeks ago.
Dude, the last episode I watched, it involved Kitsuna Zubato.
Right.
Oh. Yeah,
the show episode. That one was great.
Didn't that happen before that?
I don't know.
No.
Did you see the conclusion of the whole thing with Daijujin?
I saw that they blew it up.
Yeah, that was that episode.
They blew it up.
I honestly don't remember.
Anyway,
it's okay.
So it can store about 20 Sentai rings, and it comes with an exclusive Gozyu Wolf and Gozyu Polar ring.
Oh,
which is very cool.
I would love it, but judging from the case, you just sort of like toss the rings in there.
Yeah.
Oh well, there is a section on the left for you to display 6 rings face up.
And what I really like is that on the top of the box you can change like the emblem.
That's so good.
That's a nice touch. It sucks because it'll only look good, I think, with blues. But
I mean, I won't disagree with that. But the fact that they allow for the customization is nice.
I think it's a nice looking box. I just think they should have used like a more neutral color for it. Just so like all the icons pop out more.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah,
it should have been like gray, I think.
Yeah, thank you.
And the fact that this comes with a ring that has Gozyu Polar on it leads me to immediately question why they did not include icon for Gozyu Polar to be on the box. Does he not get his own box of rings?
No, I was gonna say he's probably gonna get his own unique box.
A separate box. That one will be gray.
I'll say this. I think Wizard did it better.
Oh, that's actually nice. With the lid being used to display them.
Yeah.
I still say I love.
Then just buy that one.
I still love the Ranger Key treasure box. Yeah, I fucking love that.
It's too small though.
Yeah, but it was satisfying. I owned it, and I had actually keys in it for a while. It was fucking
Rider
cool.
tarot cards.
What?
Yeah, those kind of look like High Priestess.
Yeah, magician.
The Excel one goes so fucking hard. Holy shit!
For those that are only listening to the audio version, we do apologize.
Vegas posted an image of someone's art of like Rider tarot cards, which are very cool. Link to the source, damn it! Credit the artists.
I didn't know what to get you, so I got you a box.
Gigantic Brush is the artist. Yeah. So yeah, anyone who's into collecting Sentai rings, you can store about 20 rings in this.
I want, like, honestly, once I get the Universe Techosaur when it comes out eventually, like, I do kind of want to collect a few Sentai rings, but like, I do just want to own the Pat Ranger ring. That's it.
I'd be happy to just have the King Oger one.
Right? Oh, I mean, you just get that in the first ring set and you're good.
Yeah. So anyone who wants the box, 4,400 yen, also June 21st.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Next, from O-Ranger, we have the anniversary edition, the 30th anniversary edition of the Power Brace.
Ooh, the Zeomorpher. Really cool.
Essentially, Lane, yes, it is just the Bandai of America Zeonizer just released in Japan with...
Wow.
So it's like the inverse of Super Sentai. We took an American product and made it into a Japanese toy.
So they literally pulled a Powerful Rangers.
Because why not?
So yes, the two-piece changer is composed of the right arm piece called the Energy Brace, which contains the storage crystal. The left arm piece is called the Suit Pack Brace, which is also their communicator. The item is 110% larger from the DX version and close to the appearance of the one seen in the series. It has a motion sensor, triggering sound effects in sync with the arm movements during the henshin.
I'm not gonna lie, if they ever do the Go-Go 5 changer, I might want to get that because I fucking love that. Like the Lightspeed Rescue Morpher, it was always so cool, man.
I heard if you want to get that Morpher, you're better off getting the Lightspeed Rescue version because it is bigger than the Go-Go 5 brace.
Really? Okay. That and the Titanium Morpher would be fucking sick to own too.
You definitely would need to get the American version.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm 100% certain you cannot buy the Japanese version of the Titanium Ranger Morpher.
Right? It's just super hard to come by. You really have to go looking. Go ahead and spend
one was ever made. Only one was ever made.
Decker in our chat says the Go-Go 5 one has games, which leads me to immediately think, you got any games on your Morpher?
Oh, yeah, it was probably made with, like, Digivice technology.
Yeah, it is essentially like a Tamagotchi.
Cool.
Neat. I might have to look that up.
Yeah. Rescue Morpher's sick.
So it's got full color LEDs that light up along with the henshin sound. There's also a special transformation sound from the final battle. It's got a sound effect button, a BGM button, like every memorial and anniversary toy these days.
Yeah.
It's got sound effects like Ranger item appearance sound and the Choriki Dynamite attack sound. And it's got 3 different songs, including the theme song TV size version. Premium Bandai web exclusive, 14,300 yen, December release, just in time for Christmas.
I'm trying to think what the O-Ranger theme song is, and I just can't fucking think.
Dash, dash, O-Ranger, dash, dash, O-Ranger, Daiki no kokoro ite kakaru, sore, dash, O-Ranger.
Oh, yeah, okay, that sounds familiar. Yeah. Sitting here, I'm like, I don't remember what the song is.
Go listen to Pelike's compilation of every Sentai theme.
No, go listen to the actual theme song. It is legally available out in the West.
Every time I can't remember a Sentai theme, I just put it to I put the Ranger team to the Jetman theme. Just Ranger. Power Ranger.
All right. Next,
Ninja.
as we mentioned, there was more action hero figure news, and we have the announcements for Gozyu Leon and Gozyu Tyranno.
I don't care what eagle.
They'll be later.
Now, no, one eagle now.
Do they come with their signature? No, they don't. That's upsetting.
Yeah, but they each have 15 points of articulation, 3,300 yen.
Everything is coming up, Tyranno. Woo!
That's sort of disappointing. Like,
I love Eagle too, though. He's awesome. I love Unicorn. I love all of them.
like, I'm sorry. That's just a bit of an upsetting thing to think about. The Tegasword they all come with because it's the universal weapon for all of them. So we couldn't put extra money in to give them their signature weapons.
Yeah. Well, maybe, you know what? Maybe when the Eagle and the Unicorn come out, they'll be like, oh, here's all their weapons with this. So you have to get all 5.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Hasbro.
Right?
Now you have to,
Emily, don't forget to mute. That's okay.
I mean, I almost said Tega Tyranno.
Hey, go, Nick Lee.
Tyranno. He looks good.
if you want the weapons, buy the 6th and final figure being released.
No, yeah, that's totally what they're doing. It's totally what they're doing.
Very possible. But yeah, so each of these are 3,300 yen, also June 21st. There's a lot of new merch dropping the day before my birthday.
June 20. I feel sorry for all the Japanese Toys R Us and toy shop owners on that day.
Yeah.
Ichi's just looking at all this Gozyuger merch. He's like, I don't want any of it.
Pretty much.
I kind of want Gozyu Tyranno because that suit looks good in toy form.
It does. It's honestly, Tyranno is the best suit of the whole team. Anyway,
I disagree.
And also action hero news, Shinken Red and Shinkeno. Or rather, Action Hero Shinken Red and Robo Universe Shinkeno.
Oh, hey, look, it's the #1 best ranked red Sentai hero of all time in Japan.
And all he had to do was survive on water for filming.
Damn.
So yes, we have Action Hero Shinken Red, also 3,300 yen, but this one is releasing July 5th. It comes with the Shinken Maru.
Red one.
And then we have Shinkeno joining the ever illustrious and ongoing Robo Universe toy line.
Oh boy.
Well, he's the 6th one. Feels like we should probably have more of these by now.
It feels like they're in this for the long haul, so they're going to be releasing them every now and then.
I just don't like how they warp their designs. It's so weird.
Well, that's what happens when you conform robot designs from several decades.
Honestly, the Zord builder that fucking Bandai did back in the day, that shit was genius. It was so good. It was so seamless too.
Yeah, but that gave up the origami form.
Hmm.
Or not origami form, the crest forms.
Oh yeah.
So yes, these ones can be separated and arranged into their origami and emblem modes. You can enjoy original combinations by rearranging with parts from Robo Universe. And because Tegazord is also compatible with Robo Universe, you can combine parts of Shinkeno with Tegazord.
And thus he shall become a super samurai. Nah, that's late. That's crazy talk.
I feel like if Ichi had a lot of money to piss away on, he would just buy all these and just make monstrosities.
I can't deny that it would be fun to see what kind of absolutely batshit stupid combinations one could make.
Oh, it looks so weird.
I mean, which ones have they done now? They've done Go-Onger.
The Beauty.
They've done Tokyo.
Gokayo.
Gokayo, Daijujin, Gao-King, and Shinkeno. Okay, so 6. I want them to do 80 Sentai.
Decker posted a shot of someone combining all the yellow Zords together.
Hey, look, it's my
god, let me see this. Oh my god, that actually looks dope.
It kind of works.
That actually kind of works. Holy crap.
With Beast Wars Megatron hand.
Wow.
Yes.
It doesn't look half bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyone who wants Robo Universe Shinkeno, 5280 yen, July 5th release.
Cool.
Next, SH Figuarts, Kamen Riders, new Ichigo, new Nigo, and new Cyclone, Legendary Edition.
And a Shock Trooper.
That's in a separate article.
Oh.
Gimme.
Yeah, so apparently with these ones is like they structured the figure arts after the actual like suit actors. So that's pretty cool.
So this is the Kamen Rider New Ichigo Legendary Showa Rider Edition, an updated version of the previously released Shinkocho Seiho New Ichigo.
Okay, I'm looking at this like one picture here, like one of the second last picture before like the stand. It's got like the show like quality, like it's like you're looking at like the suit from like
figure
the
looks
70s.
like it has film grain on it.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
I love what they did with the scarves.
Yeah,
they're cloth, because I own the original Shinkocho Seiho Kamen Rider Ichigo. That is a plastic scarf.
Oh,
so it's like you got two poses. You got one that's riding in the wind pose, or you got drooping over the shoulder pose. That's it. That's all you get.
Wow.
So this figure has coloring based on the colors seen in the original broadcast of the 1971 series. The scarf, including the part wrapped around the neck, is made entirely from cloth. And the cloth has a built-in wire, allowing you to pose the scarf like it's fluttering in the wind.
I love the smudge marks on the mask.
Right?
Yeah.
And the chest piece, I can see, like the bumps and dents and shit.
Oh, it looks so good. I love this. I love the stand for it as well.
Like I'm gonna say, I think this is like the best figure art they've ever done so far.
This is like the Ichigo figure art, I think.
Yeah, holy shit.
This is the definitive Kamen Rider Ichigo figure art.
Yeah, like I feel like the only way you could do a step up would probably be like a real action hero or like Hot Toys or something.
I think Hot Toys is they did Shin Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
So the figure is 145 millimeters tall, comes with two kinds of replaceable PVC scarves if you prefer that over the cloth one. Spare antenna, which is a nice touch.
Yes.
In addition, you can reproduce the handshake between the first heroes of Rider and Sentai thanks to a special wrist part included in the Aka Ranger figure, which we'll talk about shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone who wants this Ichigo figure art, 11,000 yen November release.
Worth it, man.
The limited first press release version comes with the special pedestal that has the Tachibana Racing Club symbol.
11,000. So that's this figure is going to be over 1,000.
Over $100.
No, it's going to be probably like 150, 160 probably.
Worth it.
Yeah, right?
Fucking worth it.
Yeah.
But then, we got Kamen Rider Nigo to go with him.
Yep.
Which the exact same thing.
All the same updates to this one.
But
scarf, golden wire.
Wait, okay, where is it? Spare antenna, interchangeable hands, but this is not all. This is it. It comes with an extra black helmet.
Oh yeah, I see it here.
This is what I was waiting for.
Nice.
Because like, as much as I like Ichigo Nigo looking the same, I do prefer the black helmet for Nigo.
Yeah.
It makes him stand out more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
I missed out on Nigo. I need to get Nigo.
And the limited first press release of Nigo comes with the extra wrist that Ichigo has that allows the handshake between Ichigo and Nigo.
I need them.
Yeah.
They look so good.
Oh, they do. They look fantastic.
So this one is also 11,000 yen December release.
So wait, so Ichigo's November?
Yeah, Ichigo's November and Nigo is December.
All right, and then they got the Cyclone belt.
We have the bike, the new Cyclone. It's even got like dirt splotches on the bottom of it.
Yeah, it's got like paint smudges on the back. That's great.
So this is an updated version of the previously released SH Figuarts New Cyclone based on the original broadcast. painted to express wear and tear and dirt. Translucent parts for the windshield, infrared headlights, handlebars movable, side stand can be deployed, has a rear wheel suspension extension gimmick.
Actually drives.
Tiny little engine drive.
Yeah, you press a button on it, it just goes like. And you're like, what the hell?
Hello, Decker in the
so
Discord.
good.
We made it look like shit.
Good.
Extra realistic.
Honestly,
I like that little attention to detail.
Yeah.
It makes it feel more alive.
Oh no, that's an aesthetic choice I really enjoy. Recently is like battle damage stuff. Like I just always think that's cool.
Like, when's this bike coming out?
9,900 yen, November release.
Release.
Buy 2 of these to better recreate the double. I don't want to buy 2.
Yeah, no, don't get 2 bikes.
The bike's so nice, you'll buy it twice.
No. I might just buy 1 just to do like some photography.
190 millimeters in length. Comes with left and right cowl wing parts, a rare wheel stand, interchangeable hand parts for Ichigo and Nigo, and interchangeable scarf parts.
Cool.
Oh.
Why would it need to come with scarf parts?
To make it look like that they're riding in the wind.
But the figures already come with that, with the wire.
Yeah, but
It comes with more scarf parts.
Yeah,
More
it comes
scarves!
So you can have
more
more for the
additional
motorcycle poses.
do.
All right, very cool.
Just in time for the 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider.
And the perfect figure to go with those last 2.
Speaking of buying things multiple times,
Something for them to punch the fuck out in your display case.
the Shocker Sentoins. Now this is a figure you want to buy many times.
I love there's a picture of just Nigo just like bitch slapping one in the face. You see, like, oh,
There's even a closed eye face version.
and then the other one's just fucking Ichigo kicking one. That's awesome.
So this is an updated re-release of SH Figuarts Shocker Combat Man Bone, first released in 2018, but with additional accessories, most notably 2 replacement head parts with new facial expressions. The angry face and the beaten face.
So you need to get like 3 versions. You need to buy 3 versions of this figure so that you can display all 3 faces.
No, you know what you do? I'd get this and I would just make it be that one Shocker grunt that like became Kuga, I think it was.
Oh, the one from the Decade stage?
Yeah, for the Decade musical. That's what I would do.
I don't think he became Kuga, he befriended Kuga.
Oh, he befriended Kuga, but didn't he like become his own rider at the end?
No, I think he became a monster at the end, because that was the idea.
Yeah.
Kuga was trying to become a proper rider, and he was trying to become a proper monster.
Okay, so what I would do is I'd buy this one and then team him up with like growing Kuga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this premium Bandai?
Doesn't look like it.
No, it looks like it's going to be retail.
Just says 71.50 yen, December release.
Yeah, being like an $80 fucking figure art, it'd have to be retail so people can buy multiples.
Yeah, that was my major concern with that. Of like, if they made this premium Bandai, that would be like the scummiest thing on the face of the
It'd be a kick in the balls. Yeah.
It does come with a kukri knife and a rod to fight with.
Yes.
You can have the knife one and the rod one.
You know what? Maybe next year I'll show you guys some episodes of the original Kamen Rider show.
I'd be down for that.
Sure.
Like show you Nigo's debut.
We here at Radio Sentai Castranger enjoy Showa era shit. It's funny,
especially now that the show is fully fan subbed with the 4K release.
X had an exploding chicken.
That's my favorite amount of Ks. Moving on. Briefly mentioned earlier, SH Figuarts Sinkocho Seiho Aka Ranger 50th Anniversary Edition.
Holy fuck, does that look good, man?
I need him.
Right?
He looks so good.
He does look so good.
Like, it looks so much better compared to the original Aka Ranger figure art.
I'm just happy to see Sentai Figuarts at all at this point.
Like they nailed this.
Yeah, no, this looks like super fucking
I love
good.
this one image. I think it's the 4th image with certain camera angles that do nothing but highlight how bulgy the face visor is from the helmet.
Oh yeah, it's got the eye holes on it too. That's so good.
Like the only thing that would make this figure like more cool is if we got the other 4 members, which I know is asking a lot, especially now that we're only getting like just Red Rangers essentially for Super Sentai. But if they can make 6 Rangers for the new teams, I feel like they could make their money by making the other 4 Go Rangers.
You know what I would like to see? Remember while Ghost was airing, there was like a Ichigo reboot, and we had that like thick ass Ichigo Neo suit.
Yeah.
I want
the bulky armor one.
Yeah, I want them to do that for Aka Ranger. I would like to see what that would look like.
You're just taking the suit and turning it into a more modern Sentai suit version with the same sort of motif.
Yeah. I would like to see this suit reimagined with modern sensibilities.
I want to see this figure art posed with Zenkaiser. I need to see that.
He doesn't have to be swole. I just want to see like a modernized version.
Made from spandex.
Okay, so suit. The skeleton of this figure was sculpted to faithfully recreate the character by examining the footage and materials from that time down to the fine details of the mask and wrinkles. The cape is made of cloth with wires, allowing the cape to flutter freely. The V-shaped line on the chest is made of a soft material, allowing for both shape and arm movement. 145 millimeters tall. Comes with the Red Butte, Spear Butte, Silver Shot, 2 birdies, the Go Ranger Hurricane bomb set, and interchangeable hands.
The birdies are the jetpack things on the waist.
Those are cool. He does come with a football. Hell yeah. Yay!
Oh, that's cool. The Go Ranger Hurricane comes with 2. It comes with a closed version and open version.
Shit, he comes with a fuck ton of accessories, man.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Which, you know what, with the Go Ranger Hurricane being an accessory, I have a strong feeling that's their tease of we're doing the others.
Maybe.
Oh.
Or at least to his bike, at least. That way you can do him and Kamen Rider Ichigo on their bikes together.
Yeah. So 13,200 yen, releasing in November, and first press copies come with the 50th anniversary pedestal.
That's a nice pedestal.
So this would look nice next to the Ichigo figure if you also got the pedestal.
Very nice pedestal.
And then we didn't bring it up, but Bandai is also doing a reissue of the Senshoko Seiho Ultraman figure art.
Neat.
So I'm just wondering, when are we going to get a Senshoko Seiho Space Sheriff Gavan?
That'd be cool.
I would pay good money for that.
I mean, we still got that like really nice like $500 statue of Gavan.
He's not the big 3. Yeah, but Gavan is... I feel like out of anyone, Gavan deserves it.
Yeah, Metal Hero is like, it's a part of Toku history.
It's not just about the big 3. Sometimes we need to acknowledge the medium 5.
Dogengers?
The medium 5?
Let's see. Metal Hero, Garo, Dogengers,
Godzilla and all kaiju in between.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Precure is the 5th.
All right, that is some great figures.
You said it.
All right, next. So Kuga fans will be excited about this. So we've talked previously about how they're doing the Super Kuga exhibition coming up soon for the 25th anniversary, and apparently at this exhibition, the rose-tattooed woman, aka La Balvade, her monster form that we never saw in the show, will be revealed.
Oh, interesting.
Unfortunately,
okay.
it'll be the...
I just saw Evan just probably like spring up like, huh?
Just like, what?
All we ever saw in the show was her arm.
Interesting.
What should be one of those things
where,
apparently. Unfortunately, it's the suit from the show, and it's just degraded over the last 25 years.
What? She showed her monster form in the episode we never saw.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
The article here says the only time we got a glimpse of her monster form was her arm in episode 3.
Which means they probably didn't have a real suit done.
The reason that we haven't seen it, although many design proposals were illustrated by the show's monster designer, Tetsuya Aoki, the show's producer, decided that it's very difficult to settle on a design as one of the special projects for the Super Kuga exhibition.
The Super Expedition 33?
Yes. A statue of her monster design will be unveiled in said event 25 years later using the same methods in monster creation. The work is mainly carried on by Aoki and Takatera after about a year of trial and error.
So they never revealed her monster form in the show because they never settled on a design for it? That's fucking hilarious.
And the showrunner just went, fuck it, we ball, let's go.
That sounds believable. What other shows is he worked? What other shows has he worked on? Teraraki, stunt actor.
Tetsuya Aoki and Shigenori Takatera.
He's apparently done like Super Sentai stuff. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
So that exhibit starts in Tokyo in June and will tour all over Japan, including Fukuoka, Nagoya, and Osaka. And there is a non-Japanese Asian leg of the tour next year.
All right, someone tag us when we get to see the monster form.
Oh yeah, I'm sure people will be talking about it.
Oh, it'll probably be over Twitter.
Next. So we have a follow-up regarding the canceled Power Rangers reboot, which we talked a little bit about last week.
Oh, yeah.
Gar, you want to take the helm on this since you popped this news story in?
Oh, yeah. So this is the main reason why I actually wanted to be on tonight to talk about news. And it's essentially we got what the pitch was for the upcoming Disney Hulu Power Ranger series.
Oh, so you know what it's going to be about now? Like what it's going to be like? Or just vaguely like a leaked concept that could have gone into it?
Well, I think this is essentially considered this was their pitch. Like this is how they pitched it to like Disney and Hulu.
Okay, so we gotta
Studios.
Yes, 20th Century Studios, which by the way, King of the Hill revival coming August 4th.
I saw the intro.
Fucking hype. So here's the pitch, as quoted from Super Jin on X. When a small town is rocked by a series of bizarre time anomalies, people vanishing, memories changing, and fragments of futuristic tech appearing, a group of misfits and outsiders are drawn to the center of it all, a forgotten facility buried underneath the town. They are chosen to become the first Power Ranger team in decades. But the world doesn't remember the Rangers ever existed. This series was pitched as a mystery detective style story and a soft reboot with other seasons in the franchise canon from a distance, and the show will also explore the backstory and origin of the Morphin Grid. It'll be a bigger budget TV show for Disney Plus and Hulu, with a story planned out over, and I can't believe I'm saying this, multiple seasons.
Wow.
It's Stranger Things. It's their attempt to compete with Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Oh my god!
I was sorry. I was too distracted by the fact that Gar actually called the website X.
Yeah.
I'm professional.
No, it is 100%. They tried to do it with the Goosebumps Disney Plus show, and it didn't work. So now they're trying it with Power Rangers.
Well, they were going to, and now it's not happening.
And Jonathan E. Steinberg and Dan Schartz will write and produce the series.
Or would have.
In a different timeline.
It's currently in development as a young adult series like Goosebumps or Stranger Things.
Wow.
Oh, they actually outright said the two things I referenced because I'm.
You're right.
The Goosebumps show, very weird. I'm a massive Goosebumps fan. It is Goosebumps pretty much in name only with a few references to the books. It's basically their attempt at chasing Stranger Things.
I'll admit.
Wait. So is this the one that was canceled, or is this one actually happening?
No, this is the one that's happening.
Oh.
Okay. Exactly.
But I kind of feel like it would work better with Rangers than with Goosebumps because, as you probably know, Goosebumps is a freaking anthology series.
Yep.
Whereas Rangers already, you can't tying all the books together. You have to do weird crap to do that because they all have separate casts unless they're like sequels to other books. But
Forever Red says hello.
But when you're talking about Power Rangers, you can just start fresh and have it be a new team.
Well, I like the idea that they're going for, where it is canon to the other seasons, but with what's going on in the story, it's different. Like, it's separating itself from the original lineup.
I actually really, really love the approach of the Rangers used to exist, but it was so long ago that no one cares anymore.
The far-off, forgotten age of
Urban
20
myth.
years ago.
So
Yeah.
I mean, let's be fair. That's basically the Star Wars timeline. This shit was 20 years ago. No one fucking remembers.
We forgot.
Well, no, I hate that shit when they're like, it's been 20 years since the Jedi were wiped out, and they're like, what's a Jedi? And I'm like, no!
I like
That is the dumbest
yes.
shit in Star Wars. But Star Wars timeline has never really made sense.
They went the way of the VCR.
I'm so sorry, but this is going to be a bit of a tangent. Is that okay?
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Just a very short tangent. Okay, so this is reminding me so much of something I wanted to talk about, but wasn't really sure where to talk about it. Okay, so there is a anthology series based on the comic book Heavy Metal that is in a French anthology series. Not the same one that the animated movie, which is really good, was based on, but not related to it. It's sort of like sci-fi Tales from the Crypt. But anyway, one of the episodes is called Cold Hard Fact, or just Cold Fact, I forget. And I'm going to spoil that episode. So if anyone here wants to watch it at any point, I'm going to spoil it. Okay, so basically what happens in that episode is it takes place in the future, and everything is all like regimented and hyper efficiency obsessed, and if people aren't useful, then they're made useful by like taking their organs and like redistributing them and stuff. And they find a person who was frozen in the 21st century, and he's just like a guy, and they're like, we found him, and he doesn't remember like anything about the 21st century, and all he does is he sits at this table and he draws pictures, and they're all like, well, he's useless then in this society, so we're gonna cut him up and take his organs. And then at the end, as they're dragging him away, you see that he was drawing Mickey Mouse, suggesting that he was Walt Disney the whole time. What? Yes, and all I could think was, there is no way in hell, even if this universe had a nuclear holocaust, that people would not remember what Mickey Mouse was. They would think we worshipped him.
Just that same
There's
scene,
no
but
way.
Just that same scene, but instead of Mickey Mouse, he's drawing the Power Rangers.
Exactly. Yeah, but exactly. Like, there's no way. They would have been like, why is he drawing the ancient symbol? Like, they might have not known who Walt Disney was, and I get that the whole idea is in a world where efficiency is all that matters, the whimsy is considered obsolete, is what they're going for. But all I could think of was, from an archaeological standpoint, there's no way every image of Mickey Mouse has been wiped out on this planet if humans still exist.
Unless some Kingdom Hearts memory bullshit is happening.
Yeah, that's the only way, is that this is the official sequel to Kingdom Hearts. That's the post-apocalyptic, dark and edgy, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry games, sequel to Kingdom Hearts that starts with cryogenically frozen Walt Disney being cut up for his organs, and then it turns into another Kingdom Hearts story.
Not gonna lie, I would love to see Sora, Donald, and Goofy team up with the Power Rangers. That'd be pretty fucking sick.
There was a time.
Come on.
Yeah, we're going all the way back around in a circle, because there was a time, not only when the Power Rangers were at Disney's Hollywood Studios, or Disney MGM as it was known, but so was Goosebumps. Bam, we're right back.
We did. We linked it all together.
I don't know.
No, I'm sorry about that ramble, but I could not take that twist seriously, even though I get what they were going for is like a big jaw drop moment, like, oh my god, he's like one of the most important people, and they just hacked him up for organs. And all I could think was, yeah, there's no way that they wouldn't be able to recognize who Mickey Mouse was, even if they had no idea who Walt Disney was, because archaeologists probably would have thought that he was a god or something, and the amount of symbolism we have. So it doesn't work unless it was somehow another planet or something, and then why would Walt Disney be frozen there?
Well, you gotta remember multiverse theory though, where this could be a situation like Ghostbusters Afterlife. From what I understand, Ghostbusters 1 and 2 did happen, and then Ghostbusters Afterlife occurred decades later.
Yep.
Yes.
I think this is what they're going for. Of like, well, didn't
Mighty Morphin happened, and then that was it.
Well, no, you gotta remember nostalgia and pop culture. Like, Linkara.
Wait, are you talking about the Power Rangers thing, or people not knowing who Walt Disney is in the future?
I'm talking about the Power Ranger thing.
Okay, because that does make sense if you're talking about the Power Rangers thing.
Yeah. Anyways, this sounds like a really cool concept. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's a soft reboot. If it's essentially, do you know what the Power Rangers were? Yes. Come on.
Okay. Come here.
You don't need to go watch every episode of every season to enjoy this. This is going to be for the person that I want to watch Power Rangers. There you go.
All right.
Okay. Finally gonna get Power Rangers new powers.
Just last thing. Mm-hmm. I did check out Hasbro's Reignition, like the AI upscale episodes.
Oh yeah, what the hell is that about?
Those were actually really good. They were really well done. So
I can notice an increase a little bit, but not by much.
Oh no! If you compare it to the actual release of the Mighty Morphin episodes they have on YouTube,
like I could see their faces and stuff like that and tell what's going on, like by the quality, but it's not like if I'm watching like a 4K rip of it.
Oh no, it's not meant to be a 4K. It's more like
I know.
It's more like a 720p HD remaster.
So it's just an upscaled copy of the old episodes, and they're dressing it up with this fancy Reignition branding.
Yes.
Wow. It sounds like you wear glasses, Lane. I'm like, okay.
Yes, but it looks better.
It does. It does look a little bit better, yeah.
Like, it looks better if you're watching it on your phone. Don't watch it on like an 80-inch television.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well we've almost been on news for a while, so let's finish these last two.
Yeah.
So this was interesting because of who's in it. There is a Japanese series coming to Amazon Prime Video called "Marry My Husband," and it's interesting because it stars Takeru Sato, aka Kamen Rider Deno, and the main character of Tokusatsu Gagaga.
Oh. All right then.
So in this story, it follows Kang Ji-won, who after her husband and best friend betrays her, meets a tragic death, but she's given a second chance to go back in time to seek revenge and build a new life.
I
can't tell if this is supposed to be like a slice of life series or some sort of action show.
It already lost me. I was excited until I actually heard that synopsis.
It sounds like a drama. Like Asia loves their dramas.
I know.
Only your mic.
Sorry.
Oh, there's no point in muting yourself, Emily, because next news story you're gonna be talking.
Okay.
Anyways, that's cool that you mentioned this, Ichi. So
it's a Japanese production created in collaboration with Korean studios CJ, E&M, and Studio Dragon. So it's interesting that this is Japanese and Korean.
Yeah, Korea loves their dramas.
Yep. All right.
And our last story is for Emily for Precure. Emily, take it away.
Actually,
all right.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, Gar.
Before Emily takes it away, because I know she's gonna talk about it for a while.
No, I won't. It'll be really fast, actually.
I'm going to take my leave.
Okay, thanks for joining us, Gar.
Right now.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming. It was nice to hear from you.
I'll hopefully be back. Fully caught up next week.
Yeah, do it up, man. Gozyuger's been fucking cooking. Like you're gonna eat all this shit up, dude. You're gonna love it.
You must become Tegarjun.
Tegar.
All right. For those in the Discord, I will see you all on Sunday for more Go Ranger. So until then, everyone. I almost said schwa for now. Schwa for now, and stay bad.
We will.
Bye, Gar. Take care. Feel better.
Bye, buddy.
All right, go ahead, Emily.
All right, Emily, read her.
For some reason, the official Toei X /Twitter account actually updated with images of the mid-season cures for You and Idol Precure for the first time that I'm aware of ever.
And it seems like, as tradition, the mascots of the show are going to be...
That's not really tradition. It's actually quite rare.
Oh.
It's just happened quite a few times recently.
The art stuff for these images make them look like Pokemon characters.
Here's the weird thing, though. The tweet very conspicuously does not mention Pururun and Meruron are these Cure Kiss and Cure Zukyun. So there's a part of me that's wondering if, even though it's so obvious their designs are, like, identical, that they're gonna pull a freaking Cure Ace and have it be completely random people somehow.
Oh, I hope it's the mascots.
I mean, that would be the only thing that would make sense. Also, these names were known for a very long time from Hacking Toys, but the names gave no indication as to who they were. But the other weird thing is, those human forms look nothing like they do. Like, they look like they're based on them, but if they're gonna do the thing where their personalities change entirely when they turn into cures, I'm not gonna be a fan of that.
I can see that happening.
Where they just become super mature and, like, cool characters instead of who they actually are. Like, it's a weird personality change. It made sense with Cure Majesty because she literally grew up from a baby to a teenager. But with these, I have no idea. I do love their designs, and also their names were hidden in the theme song this entire time. People did notice that. It literally says with the kiss, a Zukyun and a kiss.
I mean, the words kiss and Zukyun being in, like, a shoujo anime opening is not rare.
No, but it's not rare. However, people had hacked the toys before the freaking show came out.
Yeah.
So they knew that the mid-season cures were called that. So when those lyrics showed up in the opening, they were like,
Thank you, Tazzy.
It's just, yeah, I'm so glad you found that. That's what I was thinking too. But the weirdest thing is that there's a Cure Kyun and a Cure Zukyun in the same season.
I also remembered from Akiba Ranger, Zukyun!
It's so cute!
But also, Cure Zukyun here, or who is probably Meruron, the second one, the pink and black one, is quite possibly the second Cure to ever have black as their theme color. Only after the original first Cure ever, Cure Black. There have been a few white Cures since Cure White, but still no word on how this is going to happen. And here's the crazy thing. It's apparently happening in the next episode, chronologically. So, it's weird that we have no news on how this is going to happen, which is making me wonder if there's going to be some weird twist. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm wondering if it's going to be a trio unit with the three Cures we have now and then a duo with them as sort of separate things, or if they're going to be a 5-part group. They've been doing those sort of subgroups quite a bit often. I don't know. I freaking love Pururun and Meruron. They're amazing. I really don't want their personalities to be completely replaced with, like, cool, mature girls when they transform into humans, please.
These images of them are giving me, like, Pokemon black version and white version vibes.
No, I really like their designs. I really like their personalities. Pururun is like one brain cell and many heart cells. That's my best description of them. And Meruron is obsessed with Pururun. And calls her I forget what the it's like Onitama or something, but the translation the subs go with is unfortunately Sissy.
Which is actually a fairly accurate translation, if I'm being honest.
It is,
yeah,
but,
it's just like sister, but cute.
The fact that the word sissy has other implications in our language than like a diminutive of sister.
You don't need to translate like that. It's just like sister, but said in a cute way.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't really work quite as well in English. Just like the whole poem with the "I'm Meadow" when she's angry. Because it means like burning up, blazing in Japanese, but in English it doesn't sound, and no words for mad sound anything like melody, really. But, I don't know. I'm curious to see how she's going to develop, because she was actually been in the opening from the beginning and was just introduced in episode 12, so there hasn't been that much time for her to develop, so I'm curious how this is gonna go. If I'm being completely ignorant, I am actually slightly behind in Precure. I have like 5 episodes behind. So, will things happen that make what I'm saying absolutely nonsensical in the future? Coming back later, bowing my head in shame. I apologize. But no, yeah, it is. They're not actually biological siblings. Meridon is just obsessed with Purion because Purion was nice to her.
Understandable.
It is understandable.
They are really pretty designs, so.
No, I really like the designs. I really like their long like coats, their long dresses, and I like the musical note motif on them. We've got more of that plaid.
I like the white Precure. She has like an Anjo woman thing going on with. Like,
honestly, she does. She has a very angelic appearance. I love the use of green, pink, and white together, and the use of black, pink, and white together. It's nice seeing Cures with like more variety in their color schemes, even though people are going to get really mad and argue over what their colors are.
All right, is that everything you wanted to say?
Yep. I'm sorry for rambling so much.
That's okay, Emily. We love
That's the news.
So. Yay! All right, let's get on to Gavv.
All right, before we get into this, hold on. Before we get into this week's episode, is there anything, Raven, that you want to say about the previous episodes you weren't here to talk about?
The only big thing I had to say about last week's episode, I said on Twitter.
Yeah.
That was
joining in the chorus of "We're Sorry, Longo."
It was just like as much as I still didn't think much of the character. Yeah, Emily.
Emily, your mic. All right,
there we go. Yeah, as much as I still didn't think he was going to be like a major main villain. It's like, oh man, I certainly wasn't expecting him to fucking invalidate the main character's big power up the next fucking episode after it happened.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying like, oh, we're gonna see like One Eye Longo. I'm pretty sure he's dead, guys.
Okay. I don't know about that. Yeah, it looked like he got blown up and was dead.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be the first time that someone seemed dead and then wasn't.
They took a very specific shot
of him getting eye slashed.
Of the eye getting slashed and putting a scar on him before blowing him. Why would you do that unless he's gonna come back later?
Yeah, but then I saw the preview and he was not in it.
It doesn't mean he's dead.
It doesn't mean he's dead. Just off somewhere licking his wounds until he returns.
He's biding his time as he always has been doing.
Yeah, he got a very, very abrupt death for the amount of build up to that. They specifically gave him the slash across the eye, making it look like he was going to have a scar going forward just before immediately killing him.
Decker, you know what? I'm gonna have to be Gar here for a second. I kind of hope that doesn't happen.
Kamen Rider's stomach.
We do not need the main villain of the show be no. Sure, but it doesn't need to happen.
Doesn't need to. Doesn't mean it won't.
We'll see. I mean, in Revice we didn't have like. I don't think we had a final rider in Revice. Yeah, no, the villain wasn't.
We had Juga, we had Crimson Veil.
Juga doesn't count. No, Juga doesn't count because George was going through some fucking grieving. He's going through some shit about his dad.
doesn't count because George was dealing with his mental health.
Yes. Anyways, okay. Well, if Longo's not dead, then cool. Anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing fucking like eye across the scar across the eye Longo. It's gonna be cool. Anyways, Master Gavv, holy shit. That was cool.
I think it's interesting how he was swapping back and forth between the forms. That I didn't expect to see that.
I like even Shoma was surprised that he could do that. He's just like, what? Huh?
That's been a thing this whole time?
Why didn't no one tell me?
I didn't have to just stay in the super slow, high power version of this the entire fucking time.
If only I'd read the words that were printed upside down that said Master.
No, but I just like that it happened because like Shoma gave up this like really awesome speech, and the Gozyuzos were just so moved by it in the fucking Gochi.
The Gozyuzo literally went, pour one out for our master.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh, he's so cool. Hey, watch this. Whoop.
Well, when the Gochizo are the one that turned the Gochi pot around, my brain really went to turn the pot around, over switch to master.
I gotta say though, that pose he has right there in that picture, that goes so hard. It's I gotta say, like, I was here for, like, I really like the Overgavv suit, but now that I got to see the Master Gavv suit in person, like in like live action, holy shit, I'm changing my mind. Master Gavv is way cooler.
Except the whole thing is, like, as they presented in this episode, the two forms are just basically interchangeable. They are literally, he is flipping back and forth between them.
It's like freaking. No, you know what it is? It's like fucking Gates Revive.
It's his power form and his speed form.
Like I said, it's build Rabbit, and Tank. Yeah.
And he's flipping back and forth, and it's really fucking cool.
Oh, okay. Decker's getting into this shit. Okay. No, it's still Ultimate Revise for me. Ultimate Revise is the fucking best. It's so fucking cool.
Here's my. I'm gonna give my full thoughts on Master / Overgavv. So, narratively and in terms of combat, I think it's very interesting that he has his speed form and power form that he switches between. Master Gavv feels design-wise as if it is meant to go on top of Overgavv because it's the purple on top of the orange, and Overgavv is just the orange. So I feel like if we had seen like the purple Master Gavv plates attach on top of the oversuit and then format it into the Master Gavv suit, that would have been a better execution, I think. But as much as I do like the purple parts of Master Gavv, the fact that the orange undersuit of Overgavv is still there, I feel clashes with the design. The purple and orange don't really look super good together, in my opinion. Like I said, narratively, the fact that this is how it works, I think is very cool. I just don't think the design pulled it quite as together.
No, I do agree with you. As a big fan of orange, I've never been a fan of orange with purple, unless it's used in like a really Halloween-y sense.
Mm-hmm. And
it's supposed to be like a wild, like candy gummy design, you know.
And it's also some
gummies have like weird colors.
It's also very interesting that like the call out for Master Gavv when he switches to that form is Master Taste. Like it's like he's the master of all taste sensations now because he can use all the different weapons, which are different taste flavors.
Which makes sense. And realistically, all the different Gochuzos are in there.
Yeah.
So he can draw upon their power because they're fucking in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm just realizing?
I would laugh if the joke with that's just gonna be like he goes to summon the fucking gun one time and then realize there's no Choco in there, so he can't fucking do it.
Shit.
That would be hilarious to do it one time.
Decker, if you could shop Master Gavv, like swap the orange and like make it purple instead, and like I want to see what that looks like. But also, I would love to see like another rider, like Master Gavv.
Oh, another Gavv Master?
Yeah, another rider Gavv.
That'd be interesting. I want to see another Overgavv. That'd be bestial as fuck.
I think and this might just be me, just because I've seen this same sort of setup in a bunch of different shit over the years. We got his speed form. We got his power form. Where's the third one that just kind of merges the two things into one, like, more balanced form?
Post-series movie.
Probably.
It'll be Master Overgavv.
Also, I feel like there could have been better design in terms of the Gochi pot itself. The fact that over form is not the form where the bottle is pointed upside down, I feel like was a missed opportunity because when you spill the jar and everything's
flipped over form?
Yeah, the flipped over form should be called over. And master should be when you've got it under control, when everything's in the jar.
I am gonna say I prefer the Gochi pod when it's closed. I actually just much prefer looking at it closed. I'm not a big fan of it opened.
And also, I'm sad that my prediction was incorrect about, like, when he uses master form, the Gochizo don't die. Nope,
Yeah.
they did in fact
No,
just
they
all die
die.
again.
So they still die. Also, he apparently gets fucking drained like he was using the Cake King.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because it probably takes so much fucking energy out of him. But yeah, anyways, I think Master Gavv is pretty sick. So like, I was really impressed with seeing it in action. So
Yes, seeing him like dash around and punch through the shields and the tactical decision to have him switch forms mid punch so that he could use Master to get through the shields and then over to have the power to land the shot. That's fucking genius.
yeah, but the fucking Heesot's like the finisher to like finish off Longo. God, that's so cool.
Yeah, the fact that like when Shoma was like inspired by all the good comments from all the people that he saved was a really nice touch. I feel like we could have pushed that moment a little harder, where we had like maybe like half-second flashbacks to each episode as we hear each comment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They did that a little bit, but I feel like we could have done more of that.
It was definitely nice to see the whole callback after, because at the beginning that's what it was everybody assumed he was the monster.
it was really,
And it being like called back to that was interesting, and then him realizing, no, I've proven myself as what I am as a hero.
I like that Honto did that because he saw Shoma was like making a fist, and he's like, oh fuck, he's gonna go do something stupid if I don't stop him right now. Shoma, look, people love you. So,
is it just me, or am I the only one questioning why Rakia's human form needs bandages, considering his human form is an illusion?
oh, look at that!
That looks way better.
That's great.
For the
Well
audio
done,
people, Decker shopped Master Gavv to be fully purple.
Yeah, well done, sir. That's great. That looks really good.
Could you perhaps make him entirely orange instead?
Yeah, make Master Gavv orange and Over Gavv purple.
Overmaster.
Swap the colors.
I feel like I feel like a fully orange version of Master called Overmaster Gavv could probably happen in a movie.
Totally.
Omega absolutely hit the nail on the head. Someone pointed out how this episode is the first time Shoma declared him fighting for his own happiness rather than for someone else, indicating him breaking out of his trauma from abuse.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is.
No, yeah, that's again, like, I always want to say stuff and I can't put it into words, and then one of you other people does it so much better than I could. So thank you very much. That's exactly the point I wanted to make.
I also really love how, like, through the whole first half of the episode, Shoma keeps dwelling on Longo telling him that he shouldn't have been born, and he decides to compartmentalize that when he confronts Longo by saying, maybe you're right, I shouldn't have been your brother. I shouldn't have been a stomach, but now at this moment, I'm glad that I'm Shoma. And that's a really powerful line.
I think so too. It kind of reminds me of the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It's what you do with the gift of life that makes you who you are.
You told him you too.
I'm the one who Gavs.
But no, people in the chat saying Shoma is a great protagonist and that he's one of the best. I think, honest to God, unless something major changes before the end of this, he is my favorite lead Kamen Rider.
It's pretty up there.
It's pretty hard. Aruto is also way up there, but Shoma, man, like, everything he does, I think he makes a good decision.
Huh.
Oh, I'm hearing you, Lane.
Okay, good. No, it's just like I've been just saying stuff and just like no one's been like reacting to what I've been saying, so I'm like,
We all want to get our points out.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, no, yeah, Shoma has been a delight. He's such a good boy. I just want to give him a hug and be like, here, I'm gonna get you all the stacks you want, buddy.
Something I was
interested
he's
in... definitely up there in the Kamen Rider characters that I wish I could hang out with. Bracket.
I think we mentioned this before, but we need to take Shoma to a fucking bulk bar, and he would have the time of his fucking life.
Oh my goodness! It would just be like a flood. Like, it just cuts to the outside, and then suddenly just a flood of Gochizos just poils out. pars
God.
out.
Dude, the amount of fucking Gochuzos he could make just in a bulk barn, God.
He gets kicked out for sampling.
That does not look that great.
I think it's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but like
very orange Master Gavv.
Very orangey.
I appreciate it, but I also know I am an outlier and should not have been counted, just like Spider's George.
So one thing that I thought was interesting was Jeep giving Shoma a clue about where Longo's forces were attacking. I'm wondering if this is a part of Jeep's redemption arc, maybe?
No.
Yeah, no, I think Jeep is... Go ahead, Raven.
Okay, so at first when that happened, I was just like, okay, Jeep's definitely, like, pissed with Longo, that he's given it to him, so he thinks that Shoma might deal with him, or at very least interrupt his plans and get him in trouble with the president. That was my initial thought, and then at the end of that, it's just like, oh no, Jeep 100% expected Longo to just fucking murder Shoma right there. That, I feel like that was a win-win situation for Jeep, where either Shoma slows down Longo's production of dark treats for the president and gets Longo fucking fired, basically, or Longo kills Shoma. And hey, there's my revenge for Sheeta.
Sure.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And it's like, it's a win-win situation, but even Jeep was kind of fucking thrown off by, holy fuck, he actually did it. Fuck, what now?
So yeah, they start staking out the concert hall where the horse band is playing. And this might just be me, but like the shot of Honto like rushing into the bathroom, like obviously he's like looking for, you know, danger and Garyuudo and whatever, but just like the energy with which he burst into the bathroom just made my brain go, everyone out of the way, I have to shit. He's got the chocolate squirts.
That's just Parappa the Rapper's final level. Well, not final. the final boss before the end.
Yep. We got to see the toxin in action, which took the form of these hilariously adorable little bubbles.
Oh yeah, well they did have a good point, is that they wouldn't be efficient to do it the way that Lakia did, where it was just like tentacles. They'd have to do it to a large amount of people, so have it being aerosolized would make perfect sense. But why was it bubble?
I don't know.
Because they wanted it to make a little effect.
Effing bubbles!
And then it turned out all the concert hall staff were Garyuudo in disguise.
Yeah, straight up gas attack would have probably been too much for censors in Japan.
100%. Yeah, you know what? That's probably
they have a bad history with that.
And the biggest, most important part of the episode was that chick got to see the concert of the dudes in horse masks, who are based off of a crab band.
Yeah, the horse band is IRL crab band.
Oh, are they?
We talked about that last week.
Oh,
someone post the picture of the crab band.
I just figured the TikTok guy in the horse mask does drums in his tub. Just got a fucking band now.
Wouldn't surprise me that much.
I just like I saw them performing on the stage, and I'm just like, Japan's weird, man.
No, please, someone post a picture of the crab band, because I have someone I need to show a crab band.
It's so hard. It goes so hard.
Crab people, walk like people, sing like crab, walk like people.
There they are. Yeah, there's the crab band.
Full crabs on their heads.
They wear suits and they just have crabs on their heads.
All right.
What's the band called?
I forgot.
The Crab Connie Club.
Yeah, the Crab Connie Club.
So that's just Crab Club. I love.
I mean, realistically, it's not wouldn't be the first time that there's a Japanese band that does that sort of thing.
Yeah.
The guys who do the guys who do Database wear fucking full ass furry wolf masks on stage.
Becker, can you shop the crabs out and put crabbies on their heads? Oh my god. Their heads with crabbies? I want to see that. Just the
Krabby Connie Club.
Yeah, the Krabby Club.
And the one sitting down has a Kingler.
Yeah, the one sitting down is the Kingler.
He's the boss.
We're stupid. I'm one of those people who really actually like Kingler. Kingler's a fucking sick Pokemon.
Oh, it's cool. It's just shit.
Yeah. Oh no, all the Pokemon I love are shit. So.
Do you like the craft? Me too.
Me too.
So it's blue, we'll
Larkon
just make it a
CL.
shiny cloth. Yeah.
That's a way old Game Grumps / Larkon CL reference.
Yeah, when Dan went to a concert, Larkon CL concert. Me too.
Me too.
Anyways, and also I kind of just like I like seeing Rocky and Honto just kind of like being more buddyish. It's nice. So.
Yep. I love that, like, the excuse that they got for, like, everyone else coming to the concert and it being able to get in was, oh, so yeah, after the word got out, people were so scared that I got tickets from them so we could go in.
You spread panic enough that I was able to scalp free tickets.
It's interesting that we're once again having, like, knowledge of monster attacks become very public, just like we did in Gotchard. Because usually they don't go very far beyond the urban myth and isolated incidents.
I still think the hardest
recently, anyway.
I still think the hardest thing that they ever did was just in Tokusatsu with frickin' the purple chicken nugget, and she's just sitting on a subway train, and no one's batting an eye.
That's Sentai. That's. Yeah, they're used
there
to
are
that
giant
shit.
monster attacks every week in Sentai.
Yeah, this is Super Sentai. They have to deal with the giant mech fighting the giant monster consistently. That shit's obvious. They know those things exist.
And then we have Kamen Rider Black Sun, which is just full on fucking discrimination and racism. It's like it's so fucking intense. Jesus Christ.
By the way, I've been watching Sentai Daishikaku season 2, and I'm pretty sure the writers watched the new Black RX series.
Oh, huh. Okay. I'm excited to watch season 2.
So anyway, great episode. We have the debut of Gav's proper final form, which is very cool.
Yep.
And apparently next week Honto's going to find that wolf creature who took his mom.
And he's going to fight it and get his ass kicked, probably. All power to him.
Any other thoughts on Gav before we move on?
I'm glad we're like getting into the end game, and I'm still glad Dente's not dead.
Oh yeah, and he made something for Rakia, which might be the Alamode power-up, because they were sketchy about, like, oh, what's in the suitcase?
Yeah, it was the gas masks.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it was 100% the gas masks. Yeah.
Then I was looking away when they pulled those out.
Yeah, no, they literally flash back to that moment after he pulls the gas masks out in the fucking concert hall.
Oh, people are in the chatter saying the Wolf Granute is the dude who runs the sweet shop that Shoma's been interacting with.
I knew that guy was probably a Granute.
I knew he was gonna be someone.
Something's going on there.
Oh, not that guy? God damn it. Well, anyways, he's important.
Yeah, I
can't keep track of this shit.
They keep fucking focusing on that on that one sweet shop owner.
For
fucking some reason. And he always seemed to be, like, interested in the things going on around.
Yeah.
Oh, did someone you know disappear?
Maybe that's going to be Shoma's new adopted parents.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, let's move on.
Engage.
Any thoughts on previous episodes?
Previous episode? Honestly, I've not been enjoying Gozyuger too much the last handful.
Really?
Really?
I to be honest, I have not seen this episode yet.
Oh.
I have not seen this week's. Though I'm up to date aside from that, because I didn't have time to watch shit for most of the week. I literally watched Gavv immediately before walking over here.
Fun.
I tried to watch Gozyuger as well, but the website I've been streaming it off of kind of had the entire series removed all of a sudden.
And that's when I gave Raven the link to the shared file
Which
folder
I
that we put
apparently
episodes
didn't
in.
have access to before. So
You didn't like Zero showing up? Oh.
Honestly, those episodes were fine. Like, it feels to me like for the last I don't know how many episodes. It's been a bit at this point. Probably like the last 10, honestly. Like, the first little bit of the series was fine, but like after that, it's all just been kinda
That's fair.
I've been happy that we've been getting a Ryugi focused arc.
I think Ichi and I can be in agreement on this week that fucking Fire Candle won the whole episode.
The
that
funniest
one shot.
shit in the whole episode.
Oh my god!
Is Kuon cucking Shining Knife, like getting right up in his wife's face and seducing her, and then the hard cut to a zoomed out shot where Fire Candle is just standing there watching this man cuck another man's wife.
Just being like, the fuck you doing, man?
Just like with a face of absolute fucking disgust.
Oh no, like fucking, it's like he's like, can we go fight now, please?
Bruh, right in front of my candle.
Oh shit! Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god.
Kuon shouldn't be with the like.
Oh, is that their ages?
Oh, is that how old they are?
That's because like Green has like his actual age and then his disguised age.
Wow. So like, I mean, yeah, technically he's the oldest, but like in terms of like their current ages, wow, I didn't expect Yellow to be the oldest, huh?
I honestly did not expect Red to be younger than Black.
Wow.
Haru's only 20, huh? Fuck.
I was fully expecting Black to
Is that
be...
a pacifier in his mouth?
I was fully expecting Black to be the youngest of the set, but,
No, the flower. The flower. Huh.
Oh, okay. Why does he have a flower in his mouth?
I don't know, because he's a dog.
Somebody shoved it in there. Shut him up.
Sure. Thank you, because God is. Are you as? Do you hate how bad of an actor he is as much as I do?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I think it's intentional, dude. I think he's literally
I
like
don't
doing
care
this
if it's
battle
intentional.
purpose.
It's distracting.
I think it's great. No, I'm a horror fan. I don't care what anyone says.
You're a horror
I
whore?
think he's funny. Yeah, no. Like I said, I've been saying so much that like when he does his howling, it's the funniest shit ever.
No,
I
it's
love it.
cringe.
No, it's yeah. Dude, do you know who you're talking to? I fucking love cringy shit.
Well, you do play Fortnite.
Hey.
I'm gonna say this for like the umpteenth time at this point with Sentai. I very much prefer Sentai series where the Red Ranger isn't a fucking moron.
Oh,
there are good and bad ones.
I mean, then you should watch Boom Boonjer because Taya is not an idiot.
Taya's fucking Batman.
Boom Boonjer is 100% one of those Sentai where I've been looking at, like, I should sit down and watch that.
You should.
That
Boom Boonjer is a
King
fucking
Oger.
great
those are the two that I'm looking at, like, okay, those look like they're actually good.
My only real problem with Boom Boonjer was the goddamn tire faces.
King Oger, though, you might not like Gira. Anyways. But yeah, no, Fire Candle, you fucking won the episode with that shit. But yeah, Ichi, how did you like this fucking so much your boy focused episode?
Oh, this was so good. Getting Ryugi's full backstory.
Well, wait a minute, Ryugi is your boy too?
I've been saying since the series was announced that I felt he was going to be my favorite character.
It's a really hard call for me though, because I swear it's between him, Eagle, and Unicorn. But then honestly, it's between all of them except Wolf. Like, I feel really bad, but like the Haru's just sort of there, and then everybody else is like incredible, and I feel bad because he's just sort of there, in my opinion.
Yeah, Leaf in the chat. Leaf in the chat is just saying shows that Byakuya is the most boring character. I feel like that's because
we haven't got to his plot reveal
for
yet.
whatever reason, they seem to be delaying actually giving him a focus episode, which tells me that there's something major plot importance in his backstory.
They've been drip feeding his plot in bits over a couple of episodes, and there's going to be a big reveal later. We just haven't gotten
when
to it
they
yet.
get to that, I feel like Byakuya's backstory is going to be super plot relevant, and that popped up on screen in the middle of me talking, and I almost broke out laughing.
Decker, you're a fucking wizard.
The Krabby and Kingler Band.
It's so good.
Oh my god,
that's great.
I want to enjoy Kinjiro more, but I just feel like he's cringe as shit.
So one thing I feel like we need to talk about is the fact that Shoko was a maid to the Bakugami family as a child. That feels like a problem.
I mean, if her entire if that's like a bloodline thing and her whole family's been doing it, like her parents were maids for the servants of the family, then it kind of makes sense that she got raised as the maid for the family.
She's probably like Ryugi's personal maid.
Yes,
that's why. That's why she has like such like a huge protection of him.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of like history with stuff like that where the personal maid was also born about the same age and was literally were friends but have that master servant relationship.
Emily, also, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
It's Fuyuhiko and Peko Peko.
Oh my gosh, it kind of is.
Yeah. Danganronpa reference.
It has a very mafia-ish feeling, even though obviously they're not a mafia family, or at least as far as I know, they're not.
Orb in the chat, they're rich. Child labor laws are an afterthought.
No, but that whole like growing up with like your destined like guardian person, maid, partner thing is a thing in a lot of Japanese media I've seen. Yeah, Fuyuhiko and Peko Peko are definitely an example of that. And now we have these two.
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me to take from this episode though was like I was like, okay, so Ryugi's like super into Tekasor, like he praises him and everything like that. He's like really big into him, like this must have been like a recent thing. No, he's been fucking into this shit since he was a kid.
Yeah, apparently he found like a book in his family's house attic. The book was called Village of Tegasword, which is why he named the restaurant Tegasword Village. But apparently that book about the Tegasword lore was just in his family's house for some reason, and he discovered it and read through the whole book, and just like fans of Harry Potter made a book their entire personality.
Yeah, no, like it changed his entire fucking life.
There was a little bit of that, but on the other hand, as someone who basically had the same thing happen to me with a stage musical that basically saved my life and made me aspire to something, I feel this guy very, very much, even more than I did before.
It's like for me when my dad took me to see the Star Wars special editions when I was like 8 years old.
Exactly, we all have a moment of awakening.
Yeah, my life was just changed though that day.
We have a moment of awakening where we find that thing that gets us and that we get and that we think this is the world I want to aspire something to, and to see that happen to somebody that I already thought was like a really cool guy, knowing that that was his backstory, I was just like, I feel you so much.
I think for me it was playing Final Fantasy VII, and I realized RPGs will be my life.
What's your Tegasword? Let us know in the comments.
What's your thing?
That's not even a joke. What is your Tegasword?
Everyone's gotta have a thing.
I think everybody has one. Probably more likely if you're someone who has like the neurodivergent sort of inclination to become attached to something specific. I know that there are like clinical words for it, but like I don't think it should be limited to that. It can be anybody.
Just Ryugi, I do a great impression of a T-Rex.
Oh my god, that's so good. What's your thing? Everybody's got to have a thing.
Just cute Katagira. Bugs.
Mom, Horu cut me in half again.
Oh my god,
7. Is this the part where we realize that we're all autistic? Yes.
I prefer to think of it as we're all autastic.
See, I would love for you to take like an autistic test and see if you are.
Maybe.
I remember.
Look, Lane, you're not the only one. You're not the only one, Lane.
Right?
Emily's dying over here.
Yeah.
Like every single commercial breaking down, just imagining Kira. Bugs did it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's great. No, it's like when my dad got tested for autism, and then he told me he wasn't, and I just like he wasn't autistic, and I was just like, oh. I was like, oh. Anyways, so yeah, like I love that he like just it wasn't like a thing he discovered like a few years ago. It was just no, he found this book as a kid and it just changed his entire fucking outlook on life. He's like,
So
my
he
whole life
left
will be
his-
dedicated to Tekasword.
So he's a rich kid who left his family to become a priest. Got it.
He left his family behind.
Gozyu Tyranno.
Take a sword. He's a sword for you. I don't know.
It's a sword for your wrist.
I wonder though. I wonder if when he saw Horu become Gozyu Wolf, he was like, "Wait, why aren't the red?"
I don't know.
I think, yeah, but like I mean, like Gozyu Tyranno is his thing, and he like fucking owns it. So,
so yeah, we have Shoko as the Berserk Red Racer. It's just like
it's so cool, man. Like
she's
holy
like,
shit.
She's like chasing him through the streets, and my brain just goes, "Dinosaur, we got a jingle jangle problem. Red Racer's going nuts."
Also, freaking, I gotta call it freaking Unicorn Sumino for like, as soon as like Ryugi dropped his whole rich backstory, she's like, "Wait, you're fucking loaded?" Gives him her business card, and she's like,
like Jesus.
Yeah, that was so good.
I'm like, what does the worshiper of Tekasword need with a private detective? Nothing.
I honest to God, Lane,
I don't
was
think
sitting there. You started that sentence, and I was like, "What? He dropped the fact that he was rich, and she gave him her number."
Yeah, I don't think that was for hiring her for a job.
Yeah, that.
Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! No, because I know she's a private detective, so I thought she just gave her
Gary's like, "Oh, you're rich? Cool. Here's my number."
Wow.
I'm sorry that I'm cutting ahead, but I absolutely just have to mention, because I'm starting to get like really tired and out of it, just so I don't want to forget. The freaking scene right at the end of the episode where Ryugi makes a shrine for Lord Tekasword out of a whole bunch of stuff, and then it turns out that the toy has like the ability to communicate with him the whole time. He's like, it's nice.
He just wakes up and goes, "That's nice."
Oh yeah, no. When literally Tekasword like offered his hand to Ryugi for like fighting alongside him, like the guy nutted, dude. He's
My
like,
God blesses me.
Yeah, and he's just like, and I love it because like Mr. Shining Knife, like they go like super big, like I freaking
Fucking
like
giant.
the caucus this castle big.
Yeah.
And like I was expecting like Tekasword to also grow big, but no, he just got like a huge like power, like motivational like buff, and just beat the shit out of them with like normal fucking form, like size. And I was like, holy shit!
I have never in my life seen someone so religiously vindicated.
No, this man's life is complete now that Tekasword like Senpai notices him.
That was literally a Senpai noticed me moment, except Senpai was God.
Yeah, that one.
And now this is gonna be his shtick for like the rest of the show. Is just he's gonna just like
He's gonna be riding
flex,
that high forever.
Like, have you guys talked to Tekasword? I don't think so.
He talks to me.
I mean, have you guys talked to Tekasword? Both red and green are sitting there like, yeah,
yes,
everybody.
No.
He talked to all of us when he recruited us.
Oh,
Like fucking red and green have spoken to him on multiple occasions. They're just like, yeah. Hasn't everybody?
Yeah, we play poker every Sunday.
Right?
have you Tekasword?
It's like, if you've been worshipping him, has it taken him this long to actually fucking talk to you?
I will say it's kind of tempting. It's kind of tempting to like buy like a Tekasword, put it in mech mode, and then just like display it somewhere and be like, I have a god in my toy shelf.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he like in the same way that the other Rangers do their like hyper exaggerated like Street Fighter combo bullshit, Ryugi goes for the fucking one punch.
Yeah, no, he does exactly what he needs to do, and he fucking does it, and I'm like, sick. But
I kind of love that he doesn't do a full combo. He only
he's
needs
the
one
super
punch.
strength one, so it makes sense.
Exactly.
Like, I don't need to combo. I'm Saitama.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna say this for the record: John Toei whatever you did with red, like this red racer, like dark form, continue this trend, please.
Oh my god, it would be so cool if other Rangers got other universe Reds got new forms.
I need to see more of these like Reds in like these fucking custom outfits. It's so cool. Yeah, Decker, good for you, man. That's awesome. You have a god on your fucking shelf.
Oh, also, cool. So when Ryugi like does his big like dramatic henshin in this episode, oh my god. Normally I'm not into like the non-stock henshins, but holy fucking shit, that one was so well done.
I had a feeling
he does like the praying pose, and he doesn't clap to the beat of the sword, and then he just does it all right at the end, and you can hear the unique sound effects in his standby chime, and then the like cut to his headshot, and you see the like markings slowly form on his face, and then the ring effects come down, and then you see his eyes through the visor for a second. Oh, that's some good shit! Ichi likey!
No, I know. I watched the whole thing, and I'm just like, Ichi's gonna love that. Yeah, new emoji in the chat. Fucking hell yeah, Seven. Happy Ryugi.
Oh.
No, that's sick.
It's so good.
It's good to know he still wears his glasses under the helmet.
Yeah.
No, I love the new emoji. It's great.
It reminds
and
great.
Before I forget, no, I do not want to eat him. I do not know why I said that.
That,
I don't know, Emily. He's pretty tasty.
The shot of Ryugi where you see his glasses through the helmet reminds me again of that one bit from
Aladdin.
Reminds me that we talked about it before, but it reminds me of that one bit in Garyuudo where like you cut to inside of Kyoryu Red's helmet and he pulls off sunglasses somehow.
This expression, like here, this emoji that we just made, like it's the expression you have, just like it's something like you're really excited about, and no one else but you is excited for it.
Yeah.
So if I could use Ichi for an example, it's like when you get like a new patch for FF14, you're just like, yeah,
which happened this week. Occult Crescent dropped, and I'm loving it.
That's why you were
Good shit,
streaming out of nowhere.
That's why I streamed for 6 hours on Tuesday.
I was sitting there like, he's streaming in the middle of...
I told you I was.
I know, you did, but I was just like, I saw you go live before I saw the message.
Oh.
I was just like, the fuck? He's going live this time of the day?
Oh, what? No, I saw Ichi streaming, and I was like, oh, FF14 patch is out. Cool.
Occult Crescent, baby!
Wait, where's the... Wait, we
Occult Chemist is busted as fuck! Free instant res this forever! I don't need to be Red Mage in there!
There we go, Smug Ass Rentaro, it's my favorite. But also Screaming Toma. Alright, anyways, so like what I forgot, Mr. Shiny Knife, that's Tomokazu Sugita, right?
Fuck yeah! I love Sugita.
I love that like she like immediately realizes Kuon's a piece of shit, and she's just like, I'm sorry, my love, and he's like, yeah, I'm back at it, baby.
And because of their reunited love, they get the power to grow several giant sizes.
Are they like dead?
I doubt it.
I hope not. I like
good
these.
Good question, because literally no villain has like actively gone down yet.
I really hope they stick around. I love them.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who says "I love you" in 1 minute and slaps you the next. Yeah, that's called domestic abuse.
Yeah,
that
was literally a line in it.
And
then like, they even capitalized it perfectly by having him have his own like winner shining knife.
Oh no, it was super good. Like I gotta say, these villains have been fun as shit.
Oh yeah.
But like I gotta say, Kuon, like as much as like I don't like him, I do like his like fucking troll ass manipulative lying. It's kind of fun.
I am enjoying watching Kuon be an absolute shitbag to everyone around him.
Yeah, and then he has like a badass fucking Ranger suit too. Like fuck.
Yep. So yes, we get to see Tegazord Yellow, which again is my favorite form of the Megazord so far.
Mm-hmm.
He does his badass finisher, punches through the giant, And it was interesting how like Shoko got carried up into the Megazord too, so they could have that little moment together.
Yeah. And Antaro in the chat's talking about hoping that Fire Candle and Bouquet get victory screens. Bouquet's victory screen will be when Byakuya agrees to go on a date with her.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
I love it.
So happy.
I love Antaro
So
in the
happy.
chat. Gatekeep, gaslight, Garyuudo.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta say, I think Ryugi is going to be our like boy we must protect at all costs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, Gozyu Eagle, he's my favorite out of all of them, but like Ryugi is definitely the boy we must protect at all times.
You know what I just thought? That looking at these screenshots of the scene where Tegazord like comes to life while still small and like a figure in the shrine, you know what that reminds me of? Every children's show ever from the 90s.
I'm just gonna say something here, just because I just noticed it reading through the chat. When I made that comment about Bouquet getting a date with Byakuya, I haven't seen this week's episode.
Next episode is going to be...
I didn't know that when I said that. Hold up.
Yeah, next week is going to be about Bouquet pursuing Rikuo.
Oh, God, okay.
Well, yeah, because Kuon freaking like kind of like gaslighted her to do it. It's like, oh, maybe.
Oh my God! If we got a crossover movie and Ryugi got to meet Waz, I would fucking shit myself.
Yeah, leave that. That's not me jinxing myself. It's something I do occasionally, where I've just got so into the fucking head of the writers of the show that I've just called something way the fuck in advance that I really
Raven,
should.
it's like you've been watching a lot of Japanese related content all your fucking
life.
life.
A lot of this shit.
A lot of this shit. You know
I
the tropes,
I
man.
recognize tropes a little too well sometimes and spoil it for myself.
Yeah, and also the other thing for next week's episode is we're finally getting into the whole Tegajun ex Tegasword relationship. Apparently, Tegajun wants to marry Tegasword, which is going to somehow trigger the end of the world. So that's a thing we're gonna have to address.
So we have to prevent them from getting married.
I can't believe we are watching a Super Sentai series that is now going to be about stopping two robots from fucking.
just the villains to the Gozyuger.
Oh my God!
You interrupted the Tegajun wedding. Prepare to be vaporized. Thank you.
So this is all an anti-sex before marriage PSA.
This is all.
No. I think the idea was that they were going to have sex after marriage, so it's not about Although, as we've seen, they have a son already, so maybe yes.
They have a bastard son. But Decker, sex is best sex.
The bastard. I'm
Just cue
sorry about that.
Cue that robot chicken clip of the robot humping the fucking washing machine.
At very least, that little plot reveal explains why the entire villain organization is very wedding themed.
Oh yeah, that was clear from the beginning.
Like, it's just like that's an interesting theme for a villain organization.
Wedlock.
We always knew marriage was evil.
And this is how we're supposed to promote fixing Japan's declining birth rate?
Yeah, they just get people fucking.
Marriage
is evil.
Legitimately was wondering that too. I was thinking about like, are they trying to do a whole like get married and reproduce thing? But I think that's crazy. I do not think that they're inserting those themes into these shows. Like people accused Hugto Precure because it had a theme of the future, so it had a character who was a baby. But I don't think they were trying to do any kind of birth rate making kids want to have babies thing. I think just baby dolls just sell well.
Yeah,
it could be both.
It's the funniest shit ever, dude. Oh shit. Anyways, really good fucking Gozyuger episode. Ryugi is a sweet boy. I am happy that he has gained basically enlightenment.
Yeah.
So good.
All
for
he had
him.
to do was abandon his family and probably his money.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not his money because he bought the fucking store.
Yeah,
the restaurant.
He obviously has access to money.
He's
Which
got
is
an
funny
allowance.
because you'd think his family would have cut him off.
You'd think. They haven't cut him off yet. They still want him to come back, obviously.
Or, hear me out, because he's been rich, he's just been saving a lot of money over the years.
He invested well.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Before he could decide to become obsessed with Tekasword, he just invested. He has a girlfriend too? What?
I assumed the maid was supposed to be his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Invest in Tegacoin, the new fucking Bitcoin shit.
He would make a fucking Bitcoin called
that would be fucking hilarious, given that he's got cult leader vibes.
100% do a Tegasword themed currency.
Oh my god. Tegabucks.
I also love that during the like scene near the end, while he was like building the shrine, he was humming the hymn.
Yeah.
Oh, that song was so good.
I know.
All right. Well, we're going to be shifting over to our feature topic shortly, which means it's time for Emily and half the chat to leave.
Time for sleep, Emily.
Yep, every time.
Well, bye, Emily.
Already gone.
You're muted in case you're trying to say something.
Oh, yeah, you're muted.
That's a lot of people dipping.
Yeah.
That's okay.
All right. Well,
all right.
We'll just
I think Emily was going to leave at some point. Yeah.
Yep. But thank you very much for having me.
All right. Good night, Emily. Sleep well.
Yeah, take care, guys. Enjoy Symphogear. Sorry I can't join for it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Here we go.
Featured topic.
I always love watching the military try to fight the noise, just shooting their bullets like it's going to do fucking anything.
Like, you guys have been doing this for how fucking long at this point? Like, you know that doesn't hurt them. Why are you there?
So I'm gonna get into this now because I'm just gonna full disclosure. First off, I understand there's 4 more seasons of this anime after this, and like it gets better, progressively better, like so much better. Like I remember, I will just talk about one quick scene because I remember I was like, it was when like Symphogear was like really fresh still, and I just walk in, Evan's watching an episode, and it's literally like them singing while like dropping a fucking ship down onto like a mountain or something, and I'm just sitting here, and Evan's like, "This is like the fucking coolest shit ever," and I'm just like, "Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool." So I know it gets progressively better as a show, but oh my god, is this fucking just the dialogue in this fucking season? It's just so generic, and I'm like, oh.
So, Lane, it's the same thing I said to Gar earlier, just because I said it in a way I hoped he would fucking be able to get.
Yeah.
It is the difference between season 1 of Symphogear and the rest of the show is like going from the original Godzilla movie, or Shin Godzilla, with all the bureaucratic government nonsense going on, to Final Wars, where we're just throwing everything at the wall at the same time and just going batshit nuts with it.
I will say
that's
though.
The difference.
That shit that fucking Hibiki was doing, like that fucking like anti-Sora fucking Hollow Ichigo type shit, I want more of that, please.
Oh,
that was cool.
Oh,
good news.
Oh, I have good news for you.
Hell yeah. That was the coolest raw shit ever.
At very least, wait it out until season 3.
I just like, because like I wanted Chris to be my fucking favorite because like she's like the gun user, and I'm like, oh, it's so cool, like everything, like fuck her climax song, holy shit, that was fucking cool. But the shit Hibiki fucking has been pulling, like I love the fucking like the fist weapon she has, and she like pulls it up to like do like a stronger fucking punch. I love that shit. So I'm like, you know what, I'm here for Hibiki. Like I think Hibiki's my favorite.
I will just say one thing for future stuff. You get a lot more of that with season 2.
I rewatched the Daneslave Henshins the other day.
Yeah, that.
That's cool.
You'll get a lot more of that with season 2. Season 3, though, has a lovely little subplot where, what if we gave that form to everybody?
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
And then make the songs heavy metal.
Oh boy.
But like I just gotta say, Fine was boring as shit. So fucking
Fine
generic,
is
so
not
boring.
So here's the thing, and I say this, Fine is not the strongest of villains, but she is the far most entrenched.
Oh yeah.
Out of like all of the other fucking villains throughout the whole series, Fine is the most like, I've been here doing this shit from the very beginning of
all of history.
mankind.
That was a cool little twist surprise. Like that, she was actually the scientist chick the whole time. It's like oh no, her mind died like years ago.
When Tsubasa woke up her relic.
Well, then that's exactly when. But here's the thing: you knew that she was doing something for a while.
Yeah,
she was pretty sussy.
she clearly showed that she had some sort of powers, and
she had something going on. The whole thing with fucking the sword.
Durandal.
Yeah, thank you. I fucking blanked on the name of that. The whole thing with Durandal was like sus as fuck for that entire thing.
Yeah, so her evil master plot turns out to be some literal Tower of Babel shit.
Literal Tower of Babel.
The idea was Kadingir, the tower that they were looking for, was built into the base all along. And then she pops it out of the ground, and it's a fucking cannon to shoot at the moon. And why does she want to blow up the moon? Because forever ago, their god created a curse of Babel that separated the world's languages so that people wouldn't understand each other. And she was butthurt because she never got to confess her feelings of love for her god after the curse separated all human language.
Yep.
Yeah, and
she's literally been around since the Tower of Babel. That was the thing. She will. It's not like Fine's not gonna come up again in the series because, like, once again, she's been around for a long goddamn time. You're gonna fucking all of the shit.
As she explains, her personality and memories and whatever are embedded in her entire DNA family line and will reactivate anytime they're near the waveform related to the Symphogear and noise, the Auflauschen
or any
waveform.
Of the fucking relics for that matter.
Yeah. Also, I gotta give fucking credits to freaking Miku. Like, holy fuck, the balls on this girl. Holy shit. She's not afraid of anything.
You're gonna like season 2.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I've been saying, Evan, the whole fucking show, I love the freaking, like, lesbian best friend roommate. She's so cool. Like, I was gushing over, like, the whole time how, like, Hibiki was just, like, keeping the shit from her, and, like, just the shot of her, like, looking across the way, like, from the school library to the hospital, and she sees her with Tsubasa, she's like, oh. And I'm like, oh, no.
Something I noticed, having rewatched this show after watching all of these different Toku seasons, is I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't an update to the opening sequence now that Chris is like a full party member.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a 13 episode show versus like the 50 that Sentai gets, and it's, you know.
Yeah.
They're not going to update it fully at that point.
I just think at bare minimum, that shot near the end where like Hibiki and Tsubasa pop down to the ground after like as they're fighting and like something blows up behind them, I think it would have been fun for like, there's clearly some space on the left in that shot, and we should have just had Chris pop down in her Symphogear.
Yeah.
At minimum. I think would have been a nice touch.
Anyways, I will say now, though, hearing it a bunch of times, like, sure, I've heard it in the car with you, but like, I love that like Chris battle theme.
Oh yeah, Makiuichi Ball.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking good, dude.
Her season 2 song is also absolutely fucking amazing.
I love that like when they do the triple henshin in this episode, because Chris is the last one to henshin, hers is the battle theme song they play.
Yeah, no, I love when they finish their henshin, you just hear the song start up, and I'm just sitting there like, fuck yeah, let's get this shit done. I was like, hell yeah.
So yeah, Ogawa and Miku are getting away from the noise, and they go down to the elevator down to the shelter and the base, and that's when Ogawa starts revealing that they figured out Fine's plans, and then Fine, fully fused with the Nehushtan armor, shows up for Durandal, and I love that Ogawa tries to shoot at her, and we learn that her boobs can block bullets.
Yeah.
No, the fucking close up, I'm just like, no way her nipples are like so up high in that fucking
I assumed that like the armor was like lifting her boobs up high enough so that the nipples wouldn't be visible.
I'm just like,
because it's either that or the armor erased her nipples.
She has no nipples.
If there was a porn version of this, the nipples would be visible and they would shoot lasers.
Probably.
Yes,
or they would just be missiles themselves.
That's Symphogear.
Yeah.
Symphogear.
Anyways, and that whole sequence. Number one, I just knowing what I know about Ogawa now, I'm just looking at that scene, just like you could totally do more of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could, sir. Why are you?
He can do more than he lets on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, he shoots the fucking transmitter out of her hand, like breaking it, and he's like, "I'm going to, I have to give my fucking life to prevent you from achieving your goal. I will do it."
Meanwhile, Miku over here uses tackle attack, and it's not very effective.
No, Ogawa, you get some like drip-fed things with him over the first couple seasons, but like never is it more obvious that he ain't a regular human either. Until the end of season 2.
He's the first male Symphogear.
No.
I fucking wish there was.
No. Like, trust me, like near the end of season 2.
Unfortunately, this is not Nanoha.
No. At the end of towards the end of season 2, there's a moment with Ogawa where you just he grabs somebody to take them to safety, and you literally watch him like Naruto run across the ocean.
Shit. Cool.
And it's just like you're sitting there like, you can do some shit. Okay.
I had a slight suspicion that like he was kind of like a bigger deal because I'm they're really focusing on this one like agent guy.
The fun answer that doesn't really get brought up specifically ever in the series, but in some of the background notes. You know that thing Tsubasa just kind of does occasionally where she throws the fucking sword at someone's shadow and it freezes them in place?
Yeah.
Yeah, he taught her that.
Oh.
That's not something her Symphogear is just capable of. That's a fucking technique that he taught her.
And he does that to Hibiki in her anti-form in these episodes.
Yeah, that's just he's a ninja?
Well, we went and said it. There it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ogawa's a fucking ninja.
I've already said he can Naruto run across the water and he gets the fucking shadow bind thing.
I had a feeling he was kind of a bigger deal, so that's cool.
There's a lot of stuff with him and Genshiro just being variously more important to what's going on than they really let on for the most part. There's a reason that they are as high up in this organization as they are.
Speaking of Genshiro, he punches the fuck in, literally.
One of my favorite fucking Genshiro moments in the goddamn show.
My God, I want to see this guy in his fucking prime, dude.
This isn't his prime?
This is his prime. The problem is the best part of this is the only reason he lost that fight was because of sentimentality.
Yeah.
That's it. If Fine had been in any other person's body, and that was just a fucking crapshoot, too.
I like to describe this guy the same way that they described Buck from Halo 3 ODST. If he were any better, he'd be a Symphogear.
Yeah. And that's just the thing. He has no compatibility to the Symphogear units.
Fine starts questioning how he's handling it, and his response is, I eat, I watch a movie, and I sleep.
Yeah, and then he goes. He's about to fucking kick her ass too, and then she pulls pretending to be like the scientist.
The Ryoko face.
He holds.
Yeah, the only reason he would need a Symphogear unit is to fight noise.
Could you fucking imagine?
It's that whole fucking thing where the noise cannot be harmed and will disintegrate a normal person. The Symphogear just kind of roots shit around that.
There's gotta be fan art of like this guy as a Symphogear.
Actually, I'm pretty sure they gave him a thing in the fucking mobile game.
Probably
in one of the iterations of it, but that's about. I haven't seen it like specifically, but they gave him like some weapon or something he can use.
Let me see if I can pull anything up.
Later, Bronzecaster.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, he is fucking nuts with... Oh, they give him gauntlets, right?
He gets like a gauntlet weapon.
Yeah, you get some gauntlet relic that lets him actually fight shit.
Oh, wait. Did Genshiro get his own Symphogear? That looks Symphogear-y.
It does, kind of.
Post picture with the...
But, yeah, I knew I heard something about him getting some stuff in the fucking mobile game, but that was about it.
Oh, that's cool. That's actually a good design for him. Badass.
But just... This man is really, really strong, and
Yeah,
The next season 3 kind of hints at it a little bit, like what the deal is with him.
Okay.
But then, like, season 4 and 5 just kind of go on full, yeah, no, it's a bloodline thing.
Gotcha. But yeah, so like they all go to like Fine like is able to like achieve her goal or whatever like that, and then the three of them go to the Transformer and they fight and stuff, and then like Chris just basically goes, "All right, I'm gonna do my climax song," and they're like, "No,
don't worry, I'll be fine."
It was pretty cool climax song though.
Yeah,
like I swear to God, every time Chris fucking does something, it's something different.
There's a reason why why she's Ichi's favorite. Like she's fucking cool.
And it's not just the name.
Yeah. She's fucking cool. She does a lot of cool shit.
I can tell.
Trust me, the whole ultimate song thing, you will see that will get cooler right up until the end of fucking season 2 where they pull like the big one.
Oh yeah. The Zesshous get crazy.
Oh boy.
So she's not able to like reflect the blast, but she's like block it entirely, but she like redirects it, and then just instead of blowing up the moon, it just blows up a little chunk of the moon.
Which means we have once again an anime, a series, a Japanese series, which ends up with a piece of the moon missing.
Yeah.
How many are we out of those now?
Probably like 4.
Fair, no, a few more than that probably.
The only one I can immediately remember was Zyuohger.
Yeah, Zuo Whale fucking just redirected his shot. Yes, no, still catastrophic. No, Cell's right.
But yeah, so Fine's plan was to blow up the moon, and on the surface, her plan was just to break the curse of Balal so that human language would be unified again, and that so she could communicate with the god. But later on, she basically reveals, no, it was also so that because of the moon being out of whack, there would be gravitational disasters across the planet, and I could sweep in and conquer the world.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, just like I'm sitting there and I'm like, you want to still take over the world, don't you?
Yeah.
God damn it. It's so
like
generic.
At this point, I've been around for the entirety of human history. Fuck it. I'm taking over.
Humanity sucks.
Yeah, basically.
So Chris supposedly dies, air quotes.
She goes for the Zesshou, and we get this big laser struggle, and then my next note says, Chris gets kadingered.
Yeah.
Kadinger. Oh, I can I just say I loved hearing just Japanese people saying the word kadinger.
Kadinger.
Kadinger. Kodinga. But yeah, so Hibiki does not take that well at all.
I like that episode 12 begins with the ending song, both because it's immediately following the previous episode and because that's Chris's actress singing it.
Yeah.
Aw.
And yeah, Hibiki goes anti-form.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick. It's super cool.
I love it. It kind of broke the tension of the scene and made me chuckle a little. There's this scene where, like, after she goes anti-form, there's a couple second shot of her, like, flying through the air doing front flips in the middle of the air, and it's like, come on.
Well, yeah, we gotta show her that she's like fast and shit. So.
Sure, but we didn't need her to be doing fucking cartwheel, like front flips through the air like a circus acrobat.
I liked them.
We also get to see Fine in the Nehustan armor. We get to see a technique or two of hers, including Asgard, where she uses her whips to like cross hatch together into a barrier, which is cool.
Yeah. And then we get some stuff like where like Miku goes and finds like the other like 3 girls and like the one who's just like, it's like an anime.
This is just like my Japanese animes.
Yeah, that girl will continue doing that.
Yep.
Like the whole fucking time.
Yeah, so basically like Miku exposes like everything to them and she's like, no, that's why you guys were fighting.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, and then like they're in the thing and like they're like, oh, we should try to like I need to like contact Hibiki like because I need to speak to her and like reach out to her because she needs me.
I feel like the choice to have them sing the song was on brand because this is a show about songs, but I feel like before starting the song, the first thing that should have happened was Miku going, Hibiki, I'm alive, we're fine, don't give up, because at that moment, Hibiki was all like, everyone I know is dead, what am I fighting for? So I feel like Miku should have immediately reestablished, Miku is still alive!
Considering that was an internal monologue, I don't know how many people realize that, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
So,
but like, for all Hibiki knows, the song playing could have been a recording, and everyone could have actually been dead.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the early part of episode 12, the fight against Fine was very, very cool. We get to see, as Hibiki goes anti-form, Tsubasa lets herself get hit with it so that she can do the shadow weave to pin her to the ground. We also see that the reason Ryoko was after Durandal was to be the power source for the Kidingir particle cannon. And then the coolest shit Tsubasa does, where she turns her sword big and then literally rider kicks the sword into the Asgard barrier. The technique called Heaven's Wrath. And then she does the soaring phoenix slash where her sword's laid up on fire and she goes for the top of the tower. Tsubasa's got some very cool techniques. She's not my favorite, but she's got some cool techniques.
I mean, she is very experienced at the shit, so...
Yeah, she's the one who's been doing it for a while, so...
She's the one who Symphogears.
Yeah. So yeah, the rando the side characters get the power back on. They sing the song, and then that powers up not only Hibiki but Tsubasa and Chris, who have both Zeshou'd at this point. They come back. They kind of don't really highlight like, oh hey, you weren't dead after all.
Yeah, they kind of just everybody. It's just kind of one of those dramatic moments of everyone's down. What do we do? And then just that one last heroic. We're injured as fuck, but we're standing.
But the thing is, they very clearly played it because the Zesshou up until this point has been a one-shot use move and you die immediately afterwards. Yeah. So Chris using it to stop Kadingir's beam and Tsubasa using it to take down the tower.
Yeah, but realistically...
It's very clearly painted as, oh, they die right after that.
Except the only person in the entirety of the show at this point who sung that song and actually died was Kanade.
Kanade. That's why, and that's the mislead.
Yeah, and that's it. They've been presenting it as that for like the whole time. But realistically, in practice, that's not how it's gone.
Is that to imply that the characters knew all along that the Zesshou would not kill them, even though it did happen to Kanade?
They mostly thought it would.
But then that brings me back to my original point is, when they came back, the show didn't quite effectively, like, emotionally highlight, hey, you didn't die!
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is something that kind of approached more in season 2, is that there's a lot... The Zesshou is only really risky if your compatibility with the Symphogear is low.
Yes, which is obviously something they work on over the course of the series.
Yeah, and it's... The point with Kanade is... Kanade had no compatibility with the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she was literally forcing it with drugs.
Which is a thing we also revisit more in season 2.
Yeah, which is why it comes up a little more there. But, like, Kanade was forcing her compatibility with a drug, but during that concert, she hadn't taken any. She didn't have any on her. Yeah. They made a point of specifying that she did not have her linker.
So she died from the Zesshou because she didn't have the linker.
She used her Zesshou when she was literally forcing herself with no real compatibility to her Symphogear unit.
That's really interesting.
So and that Tsubasa does it against Chris, and she lives. She's severely injured because but because she's got a compatibility level, it doesn't fully kill her. So and the beginning of season 2 literally kicks off with a moment that shows, yeah, Hibiki can actually pull it off to a degree.
Okay, so with Hibiki, like when she got like reawakened with like a new power, or whatever. What was that exactly?
The white form.
Yeah.
That's a thing that's gonna come up occasionally. I forget like the actual term for it, but it's effectively the final form of the Symphogear unit. It gets what's been mentioned repeatedly throughout the series up to this point is the versions, like the Symphogear unit, like the outfits they've got, like all of their powers, that's not the full release of the Symphogear.
Okay, that's what I was confused about. Like, is this like the full awakening of her Symphogear or no?
The actual like this. The thing with the Symphogear units is they only activate as much of that power as the user can actually control. Like there is a limiter on it, specifically for the safety of the user. These forms, there's an actual term for them.
X drive.
Yeah, the X drive. That's the one. That is 100% power activation of the unit. It is incredibly difficult for them to pull off, and only happens under very specific circumstances. It just so happens, with all the fucking energy floating around because of the tower, and the emotional stress of everything, and the Zeshshous being sung, they kind of trigger this form.
Yeah.
This is very much a one-off, we're not going to be able to do this again kind of moment.
Asterisk.
Gotcha.
Yeah, asterisk. It's the end of a season. There are 5 seasons. You figure it out.
So as episode 13 opens with their new super forms, they discover that apparently they come with the ability to telepathically communicate with each other.
For some reason.
Because they're flying all the way fucking around.
Yeah. Why not?
So, and a more important point to that, something that we don't really get at any other point in this series, all 3 of them are singing the same song.
Yes, it's a trio song.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I think I mentioned the last time I was here for Symphogear episodes, I mentioned the whole thing with people singing the same song in this show.
Oh yeah, season 2 starts that trend.
Yeah, it gets brought up a little later on that the reason why that doesn't happen more often in the early part of the show is because of how the songs work, it is literally like your feelings laid bare. It just kind of wells up inside of you. Unless every one of the Symphogear users is literally on the exact same page and thinking the exact same thing at any given time, it ain't gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that all 3 of them in this moment are singing the same song, they are all on the same page and getting a fucking power boost for it.
They're harmonized.
Yeah.
They're besties.
Yep, shit, that's not going to happen again until season 3. But anyways.
So Fine responds by stabbing herself with the noise weapon and basically absorbs all the noise and becomes this great big final form bullshit.
Like does some like fucking not Zemnis.
Xehanort?
What the fuck was his name? Xehanort. Yeah, Ansem. Put some Ansem shit. Yeah, put some Ansem, Heartless Ansem shit.
Yeah.
If only she became a boat.
Yeah, no, it was cool seeing them like work together and stuff. I'm like, because like I'm just sitting here being like, knowing there's like 4 more seasons of like, yeah, like obviously this is the start of what's going to be like their unbreakable bond.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Fine has this like castle barrier, like doors around her, and then they start comboing their abilities effectively together, where Tsubasa uses her big sword to like get the door open, and then Chris gets inside and starts blasting everything away. And then we get this bit where Hibiki gets her hands on Durandal.
Uh-oh.
And obviously she starts going anti-form again because of the power overflow, but through the power of friendship, she overcomes the darkness, and cue the theme song!
Yup.
Hell yeah.
And I just love that Fine is like, I refuse to be destroyed!
Gets
explodes.
Destroyed.
I'm being defeated!
And then with
I will never die!
And then with the one last fucking resort, she brings that chunk of the moon that she blew up with
like,
down
fuck you,
towards
if
the
I'm
earth.
dying, I'm taking the rest of you with me.
Like, that feels like it takes long enough that maybe someone should have stopped her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just like cut off her cord or some shit.
Yeah. So obviously, like, Hibiki does the thing where she's just like, I'll go take care of this. Miku, I love you. You're my best friend. And don't worry, everything's going to be fine. You
I'll
just
be
live your
right
life.
back.
She's like, what? And then, like, she goes off. And then, obviously, Chris and Tsubasa are like, well, we're fucking not
We ain't
doing this
letting
with
you do it alone. Fuck.
Yeah.
And, like, I get it's supposed to be symbolic and there's deeper meaning and shit, but I actually laughed out loud when they were like, life isn't over when it ends.
Some fucking Fate Stay Night level bullshit here.
So then we get like, so they do it. They like blow up the chunk of the moon that's coming towards the planet, and like they're gone. Like they're done.
Before you go any further than that, I actually really like that scene where they're charging up their attacks to destroy the piece of the moon. It's just like, the biggest sword, the most missiles,
that's right.
and the thickest fists.
No, yeah, that's right. That was fine. Like,
that was the moment Raven walked in while I was watching.
Yeah, I saw Tsubasa make the giant sword, and I'm just like, oh, hey, Setsuna from Gundam 00.
Yeah, you'll find Tsubasa has two modes: big sword or two swords.
Yeah, that one.
It's your boy Two Swords.
It's your boy Two Swords.
Gets really pissed. Two fucking big swords.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. But then, like, so supposedly they died, and Miku fucking just like she's traumatized, she's destroyed, she's broken. But I'm just sitting here like they're showing all this shit where she's like mourning Hibiki and stuff. I'm just sitting here being like, I don't feel anything because I know there's 4 more seasons.
Well, obviously the show's different now than if you had watched it when it was airing.
As somebody who watched it when it was first airing, I was sitting there the entire fucking show just because of that fucking flash forward at the beginning that was Miku going to Hibiki's grave. I was sitting there the whole fucking show just like, man, it would be a lot of... Man, I wish I could get attached to this main character, but I know she fucking died.
You had the opposite effect that Lane did?
Yeah. I wish I could get... be more attached to this character, but I know she dies, so I'm just prepared for it.
Fucking funny.
And waiting for it the whole goddamn time.
Yeah, and me, I'm just sitting here being like, yeah, no, she's fine, you guys. There's 4 more seasons of this shit. I feel nothing.
They just rug pull you.
But like I said, I fucking was watching it when the series was airing currently. So it was like, oh, I don't fucking know. Maybe this is it. Main characters just fucking died. Yep, there it is. Now we're at that point.
So then, like, Miku saves this woman, like, in a car from, like, a noise attack, and then, like, they're about to be, like...
the noise are still a thing.
Yeah, so they're about to be, like, destroyed by noise or whatever like that. And then just, Hibiki, Chris, and Tsubasa shows up, and just Hibiki's like, LOLs, we're live! And I'm like, sorry I didn't tell you.
Yeah, which me and Ichi were discussing that, like, just before we got on Discord earlier. How that was, like, quite literally the absolutely most unnecessary dick move from Genjiro.
Yeah. Truly the dickest move.
From a guy who really isn't known for pulling a dick move on anybody.
Yeah. Like, after 3 weeks, they gave up the search. It's like, oh no, it's probably because they found them and they had to keep them a secret.
No. They found them immediately. They kept them being alive a secret from Miku for 3 weeks, which was fully unnecessary because she was already in the loop with them.
Yeah, that's the fucking hilarious part is Genjiro is, as much as he is the head of a super secret government organization, has never really shied away from telling people who were semi-involved in shit what was actually happening. Except this one time where he decided, for some reason, that Hibiki's best friend should not be allowed to know that Hibiki didn't die that day.
Yeah, like, for fuck's sake. Like,
even though Miku is in on everything at that point. Miku was there at the final battle with them.
This man let Miku grieve and cry for 3 weeks and then went, lol, they're back!
It's like that. The biggest, most unnecessary dick move from a guy who's never done anything to that degree ever. Like,
I think would have honestly like made this even sadder was if you like they showed her like sleeping in their bed and she's not there. They're having a bath and like she's having a bath and like Hibiki's not bathing with her.
You could
like,
make
shit like that
so much more depressing by showing Miku over those 3 weeks.
Genjiro's lucky that Miku wasn't like suicidally depressed about it.
Yeah, that
which
one.
could have very much happened.
Could very easily okay, but also there's that other thing. I don't think she would have, knowing what I know now about Miku and Hibiki's history, and the fact that Miku is very much the reason why Hibiki didn't. do that sort of thing earlier on in life.
So I have this new trend I do now where like every time I'm watching like a movie or like a show and like someone's with me, it's just like if someone dies, I just now bleep out. I'm like, they're fine.
Yeah.
So like someone's like getting like I'm watching like a show with someone and someone's getting like brutally murdered and I'm like, don't worry, they're fine. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
they're
fine.
He, like I know it wasn't exactly like Hibiki being like doing this, like not establishing. Like she probably wanted to be like, can I tell my best friend I'm alive?
And everyone's like,
no, it'll be funny.
No, Hibiki, it's all gotta be a secret because we're in the middle of cleaning up all the shit from what happened.
We gotta get our giant neuralizer out.
What possible bad effects could happen as a result of Miku knowing that Hibiki's alive?
It's like of all the people you removed from the loop on that, just like Miku is quite literally the only person who has set foot in that fucking base who didn't fucking know.
You know, it'd be the funniest shit ever if, like, okay, we need to get like distract people from like knowing noise exists. So just every time like this shit happens, they just put on like a free Tsubasa concert for like the whole city.
I feel like that would be more traumatizing to Tsubasa than anything.
Yeah,
but
hey, she's overcoming it.
She's overcoming it, but it'll keep coming up for the next 4 seasons.
Even Hibiki was just like, listen, this is traumatizing for me too, going to this place, but I'm still gonna fucking overcome it. I'm like, hell yeah, Hibiki. Anyways, I honestly like I out of this first season, I think Hibiki's my favorite character. She's adorable. Like I think she really.
You guys keep talking about this. I would love to wait, but I really have to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, no, me too. We'll wrap this up. We'll wrap this up. But honestly,
no. Keep talking. Pat it out.
Yeah, Hibiki became my favorite character. Honestly, when she was at that crane game and just let that fucking scream out, that was the fucking best.
Yeah, that's just Hibiki in a nutshell.
I'm just sitting here and I'm like, you're my favorite now. I'm like, it's, you know what it's gonna be like. This is my thing with like animes nowadays. My favorite anime characters are just like the protagonists that are just like the good person. Like they're really good. They start off weak and they just grow into becoming these badasses. Like Deku in My Hero Academia, Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen, who's like right now my favorite anime character of all time. Like my favorite anime protagonist because I love seeing this fucking man grow so much. So I feel like Hibiki, she's just like, she's so innocent, she's so nice, and she just wants to help everybody and be friends with everyone, and she just like, I can't wait to see her fucking grow. No, and knowing that there's 4 more seasons of this shit, and she's the protagonist, she's only gonna get better and better. So I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that anti-Sora shit is so fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
She's good. There's an unfortunate thing with Hibiki's character, I find, where she just kind of the second and third season, she just has a couple of moments where it feels like she regresses a little bit.
But yeah, I could tell that the first season was a very like early concept show. It was it's getting itself off the ground, and it's only going to get better from here. So honestly, like what I'm kind of interested in doing is like, I know we'll probably talk more about this like later on, like next year or something like that on Castranger, but honestly I'd be down to just like come down one day like on a Saturday to like visit Ichi or something and just like watch a season.
Yeah.
Because like what each season's like 12 13 episodes.
Yeah, they're all like 12 13 episodes.
Okay, yeah, so I feel like I can just come down on a Saturday and I just got me a season.
Realistically, seasons 4 and 5 are like part 1 and 2 of the same story arc, but you know.
Okay, that's fine. But yeah, no, I'd be super down to just come down one day and just like binge the season. So yeah, and then Ichi can revisit it too. Yeah, and Evan can revisit it, and we can all enjoy Symphogear. And you guys can watch me watch it for the first time, and I'll be like, "Wow!" Like, watch me get into it, because like that's how this shit works. Like on that I'm like, it's okay, and then like I watch more of it, and I'm just like, this is so fucking cool.
Trust me, like the next couple seasons also kind of really go into some of the history between Hibiki and Miku as well.
Also,
Okay.
I want to see the chick who has the fucking stripper pole and she.
Yeah, she shows up in season 2. She shows up in season 2.
Cool, bitchin'.
Yeah.
But anyways, so Symphogear season 1, rough start, but I see where they're going with it, and I'm excited to see more.
Rough start, but we got off the ground.
Exactly. I'm more interested.
Yeah, a lot of the downside to season 1, in my opinion, was that they really tried to fucking shoehorn all the political shit into it.
Yeah, I don't
and
like
they
it.
weren't really that good at that. Like the writers,
yeah, like all that shit with the Americans, I just couldn't follow.
It's like all of that shit was just kind of I mean, realistically, all that shit with the Americans is the lead up for season 2 because of the new characters.
Yeah,
but there is all the political stuff. It's like they went in, they hired a bunch of writers who are really good at like making like action series, and then made them shoehorn a whole political subplot in there that they really weren't good at. And it shows. Because the show will suddenly just, like, shift gears entirely and, like, slow to a snail's pace as they're talking about politics.
the fucking English scenes.
Yeah. Just to go with shit later on in the show where the politics are just ground down to much more shonen anime levels in future.
Yeah.
Although some people's backstories get even more fucked than they already were, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Tsubasa especially. Jesus fucking Christ, that oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm looking forward to watching more, so I'll definitely, like, sometime this summer just, like, come down for a day and we'll just, like, binge season 2.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, that will be Castranger for the week. Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Next week we're talking about Kamen Outsiders, episodes 6 and 7.
Oh, about fucking time. I've been wanting to watch more Outsiders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am excited. It is good. I've already watched them.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I may or may not be here next week. I don't know what my schedule is actually right now.
Alrighty.
That's fine.
And so, that will bring us to a close for another week. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. Let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next week!
Stay singing.